Oh, John, are you fucking ready to spin the wheel of Neil again?
Sure. What's this music?
Yeah. What?
What's the music?
It's Heihachi's theme, John. You just bought Tekken 3 like a few months ago, didn't you?
Well, actually, I haven't played it since it went up on PSN.
And
And no, I didn't buy it. It's part of my
fucking streets. So how do you fucking not know it?
I don't recognize every music track from the first few notes.
Anyways.
Especially for a game I haven't played in 25 years.
Anyways, John, here's the fucking wheel. John, what are you? Who are you in the mood for today? Who do you want to rip on today?
Let's make this full screen so I can actually see. Ooh, I'd go for Birdman. It's always a nice. Well, actually, maybe that high CHD.
High
guy.
CHD. I don't know. I'm in the mood for some Eric debunks, but in any case,
He's
time
an
to
easy
spin.
target.
Yeah, all right, let's see here. What do we got? Oh shit, I forgot the fucking wheel music. Hang on. Oh, it's Noah! Alright, well, we said last time that we were gonna pee on him. It's time to pee on him, John.
These Griffly bears are totally lame.
Oh, no. Oh, let me see here.
I got peed on.
Gonna get peed on. There we go.
They threatened to urinate on me.
Oh no! Ah! Somebody help! Somebody help! They're harassing me! Anyways. Sorry guys, I'm changing the title here real quick. This will get his fucking attention. Alright. Yeah, hey, it's double A. Yas. Eric Debunks likes it when he gets peed on. It's fair enough because he's gay and he loves the hot golden shower. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me get this out there. You know what? I'm gonna send this fucking, like... Hang on. I'm gonna share this on Twitter and then let Noah knows he's getting peed on here. Hang on.
What a weird thing to say. Why would you want to do that to me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take it literally.
Yep. Hang on, where's this count here? Hang on. You're gonna get peed on. There we go. Alright, folks, without further ado, let's get into shit here. Okay, so I know that fucking Rick has a whole fuckload of videos by Noah that he should put in the video suggestions. Let me find one first.
Rick R.
Also, John, if there's time at the end... Sorry, John, what?
I said Rick R. Don't say his name fast.
Yeah. Also, if there's time left in the stream, John, we'll take a look at that EFAP video you wanted us to.
Oh, yeah, from a while ago. But it's alright, it's a 17-hour video, so people have probably taken this long to actually get through it.
Yeah. Anyways here, let's get into it, shall we?
J.K. Rowling, the most controversial country of England since Marmite was invented.
Honey, I'm hot.
Haha, get it? Because people
to weird
like
freaks,
and hate...
Sure.
Yeah, get it? Because people both like and hate Marmite. It's funny because nobody can agree on whether Marmite is good or not. Ha 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 ha.
Marmite, what are you doing?
I'm sleeping with your wife, John.
Hey, it's Birdman.
Ha!
Wow.
I think at this point it would be pretty fair to say that J.K. Rowling is very easily one of the most controversial figures of the 21st century, despite the fact her controversy actually didn't happen that long ago. It is
of the 21st. Are you fucking kidding me? Because she doesn't want trans people in the same prisons as the women. It's like she's one of the most controversial figures of the past 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a...
Literally.
Oh, talk about just lacking perspective. This is a classic, like, just out of touch with reality perspective.
Yeah.
to think about, but everything with her only started about 6 years ago. I remember that fateful day on June 15th,
Well, that's actually not
2020.
true, Noah, because freaks like you who consider her controversial thought the goblins in the original Harry Potter were like anti-Semitic or something. So it was a lot
Yeah.
longer than 6 years ago that idiots started saying shit about her.
And keep in mind, old plagiarist Otter Boy here. It's like this is supposed to be about her autism coded characters, not this shit. So he's just bringing this up just so he can like fucking like, you know, poison the well. You know what I'm saying, John?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Where I actually wasn't doing that much that day because it was the pandemic and everybody was quarantined. I think I was playing Fall Guys with friends over Discord or something. I don't remember. But
Whoa.
nevertheless, this was the day that J.K. Rowling decided to go completely mask off, and the world of muggles and wizards would never be the same again.
I know and love trans people.
Mask off, as in, say, a perfectly normal opinion.
yeah, hang on. What's the rest of this? If sex isn't real, then there's no same-sex attraction. If sex isn't real, the lived reality of women globally is erased. What?
I feel like it would be beating a dead horse if I went over everything she's done, since more than likely you, the viewer, already know what she's done anyway if you clicked on this video. She's been called out for being transphobic, she's also been called out for being asephobic, and even the goblin.
Wait,
Asexual, I think.
asexual? You mean people who have low sex drives? The fuck?
Who the fuck is even against asexuals? I remember one time there was a protester who got clowned on because they were like, all these people are violating asexual rights, and they're like, nobody's gonna attack you for just like not having sex with anyone. Like,
Literally.
unless they're like hot for you and you just say no, but even then it's like that's gonna happen anyway, even if you aren't asexual.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, fucking idiots. Anyway.
Oh, I think that was the fucking protester. I think she's making fun of this black chick. She was in some London protest about it. She had
Oh
the fucking
god.
asexual flag, and J.K. Rowling probably made a joke about it.
And even the goblins on Hogwarts Legacy are supposedly an anti-Semitic allegory as well. Throughout the series,
Oh, John, you played Hogwarts
only in
Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy. I thought it was anti-Semitic since the original Harry Potter. You gotta get some controversy, historical context. Utterly,
Yeah.
Noah. That was a really tongue twister for me for some reason, but
Greetings everyone. What manifestation of cringe at the sacred wheel of Neil Sara pick today? Oh wait, judging by the voice, it's Gramuglia's other butt buddy, Otter Boy. Yeah, nobody gives a damn about asexuals. Yeah. Jacob says, what are we doing? Apparently J.K. Rowling has mistreated her autistic coded characters. Alright then.
in general, they've always hoarded money, and they are modeled after various Jewish stereotypes, and in that game in particular, they're portrayed as straight up villains. Yikes. But I think
what do you mean,
Oh.
yikes? Is it a Jewish stereotype to be a
Yikes.
villain? Maybe for people like you who are probably like, oh, Israel's all evil.
Oh.
One of the most interesting things to happen amidst all these controversies with J.K. Rowling is that it's actually caused a lot of people to re-examine her writing, and Siva was really ever that good to begin with. Because you do have to remember, this franchise really took the world by storm back in the late 90s. It was pretty much inescapable. At the time, the only book that had sold more than the first Harry Potter book was the Bible, which is kind of insane to think about. I guess Jesus was a little too powerful for the boy who lived. And this was definitely the series that hooked an entire generation of young readers and really got a lot of kids reading again to begin with. Children's fiction definitely had seen success in the 1990s with things like the Magic Treehouse series, and even the same year as Harry Potter, we saw the debut of the A to Z Mystery series and also the Geronimo Stilton series. But Harry Potter was its own kind of behemoth. Rather than skewing towards the typical 6 to 9 age bracket that a lot of other children's fiction at the time was typically going for, Harry Potter did try to skew slightly older with its first book, with a recommended age bracket of 7 or 8 years. Later books were labeled as being more suitable for preteens or those 12 and up due to a lot of their more mature, darker themes. And at least at the time, it was very clear that Harry Potter didn't really have any competition at all for the age range it was going for, and also the kind of fantasy material.
Speaking of going for stuff, what is the point you're going for here? What does any of this have to do with anything, Noah boy?
Well, I also like how he's bringing up like, oh, the books are they were all. It's like, dude, yes, it was made for like basically it could be enjoyed by kids, but it was a kind of all ages series. And also, as the honest trailer said for Harry Potter way back in the day, it kept Barnes and Noble open for another few years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
it was
against
fucking
JK
mess.
because she won't be part of the cult. Yeah. I watched LPs of Hogwarts Legacy, and to be honest, the goblins aren't anti-Semitic at all.
No,
I remember.
They're really
remember
not. They're
watch-
just like generically evil. They're like, we've been oppressed, and we're like, because of all the.
We're gonna get
shit
back
and
at
all
our oppressors by fucking them all
Yeah,
up.
and it's not even all of them. It very clearly distinguishes between like there's an evil one who's trying to convince others to join his evilness.
Yeah, like literally the first guy that evil goblin leader kills is a goblin. Yeah. I remember watching some video where Rowling apparently demonized people with HIV by having werewolves join up with the Death Eaters. Yes, Otterly Noah got caught for plagiarism recently, as Kino noted, yeah.
Apparently, anything that is contagious is an allegory for HIV, I guess.
I guess.
Material it was tackling. Things like Lord of the Rings and the Chronicles of Narnia had already ended many, many years prior. And things like George R.R. Martin's Song of Ice and Fire, while that was being published around the same time as Harry Potter, was definitely skewed very directly at adults, not
No
kids.
shit.
So in a lot of ways,
Yeah.
Harry Potter really was in League of its own when it came out. It
Just
had
picturing
really
a
no
kid with
company.
a fucking Song of Ice and Fire. He's like, "Mommy, what's rape?" They're like, "Oh, this looks like a fun fantasy book series to sell Jimmy."
That makes no sense, exactly.
Competition at all when it hit shelves, and it effectively started the young adult fiction genre as a whole. It was all because of this that in the 2000s we
Well,
saw the big
popularized,
YA
but I wouldn't
fiction
say
boom
it
hit
started it.
Yeah.
with things like Kingdom Keepers and Percy Jackson and the
Oh,
Hunger
man,
Games.
if
And even
Tales of
though-
Earthsea came out before Harry Potter, he's gonna have a feud with Grimuglia now.
Oh, jeez.
Be like, what do you mean it started it? Are you forgetting about Tales of Earthsea?
Yeah.
You all
Oh,
pretended to like it when I talked about it before.
John, did you see the short I uploaded to YouTube about Ant and Earthsea yet?
Oh yeah, wasn't he like pounding the book, telling everybody to read it, basically?
Hang on, I gotta look this up. We gotta show this off on the stream here. Hang on. Alright. Alright, let me take that down. Let me share the screen here. There here we go.
Earthsea! It's the best book series ever! Have you read them? You should! It's amazing! You should read them! Read them already! You won't regret it! It's peak fiction!
Peak fiction, bro.
It's the best!
It's like, I'm sorry, I just had to say, I had to get all that off my chest.
Don't forget Neuromancer.
Oh yeah, of course. How could I forget? But anyways.
These were all fantasy series approaching the same kind of demographic as Harry Potter. All of them did it in very creative, unique ways. Something like The Hunger Games is definitely more derivative than the other two series that I just mentioned here, given the fact that it's
Well, The Hunger Games is basically that Japanese movie. Oh god. no.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, I was blanking on the fucking name because Quentin Tarantino always brings that up. He's like, "Why didn't Battle Royale sue Hunger Games?"
Yeah.
Because it's like one of his favorite movies.
Another fun fact, Russian liberals really love Harry Potter. They're obsessed with it, almost on the same level as the guys from the camp to which Noah and Ant belong to. Oh, jeez. Looks like guy who likes fake Star Wars if he got a hair transplant. Yeah. Oh, it's New York, Florida. Yeah, fuck Hunger Games. Exactly, New York, Florida, man. Exactly.
Hey guys, but in Otterly Noah's defense, just like he's totally ended Critical Drinker's career recently, he totally ended Harry Potter. It only sold 40 million for Hogwarts Legacy. So
Yeah, before he even started his damn channel. Yeah. Anyway.
things like The Running Man and The Long Walk, which came out long before The Hunger Games was even a thing. But it still does do enough different to stand out as its own unique product. Kingdom Keepers is also a pretty creative fantasy series that takes place at the Disney parks after dark and after closing time, when all the guests have gone home for the day. The
That's
idea is that a
nice.
group of different
That's nice, but anyways, what happens?
Different
in
kids who were chosen as models for various holographic guides that tour people around the Disney parks end up becoming their holographic selves after they go to sleep for the night and end up in the parks themselves. They find out a lot of the Disney characters come to life after the park is closed, and they also have to stop a plot with the real life.
Oh, so it's like Night at the Museum.
Literally, yes. Who's ready to see Black Snape next year? Not me.
Hey, Potter, sit your ass down. I'm gonna go get some swishes.
It's like fucking John. Have you seen that fucking Key and Peele short where it's like, what if Hogwarts was an inner city school?
Oh, I think I've seen it with. Wait, yeah, because who was Black in that one? It was it like all the characters, or was it? I think I saw one with like a Black Hermione or something.
Yeah. I don't know, anyways.
It's a pretty unique series that implements different parts of the Disney parks in pretty unique ways.
So it's literally just advertising for the parks. Good to know, Otterly Noah. Good to know.
Hey, that can be good. You know, the Lego movie, the first one was good, so but it probably will be shitty.
Yeah.
For example, at one point, a character has to draw a sword out of the maelstrom.
Jesus Christ, he is really taking his sweet time getting to the point here.
It's like Ant, he brought up a popular subject so that he could advertise some less popular shitty book series.
Yeah. Oh, the Hunger Games are so dumb in their world building. They literally have a district that has access to nuclear weapons and, what a surprise, cause a war with the others who don't have them at all. Black Snape uses a spell to turn grilled chicken into fried chicken. Hell yeah.
Oh, Snape.
Oh,
yeah.
Snape.
I would be in agreement with that spell. I would use it too, even as a white fellow.
Yeah.
In Epcot, since the series was written around the time when that ride still existed, and they end up having to use that sword to slay Chernobog.
Why isn't he this relevant?
He's got to pad that runtime out so he can get that money on it.
This ride was still at the park at this time, by the way, guys. In case anybody was interested in the history of Disney parks and this fucking video about Harry Potter.
Of Cinderella Castle, the giant monster from Fantasia, and something like
we know who he is for fuck's sake.
Oh my god!
It's like I'm a real fan. I know who that fucking guy is.
It's like the stupid fun facts. It's just a pad out runtime. Yeah, it's like. By the way, this was from this movie. Oh, remember this thing from this other movie?
And he was also a boss in Kingdom Hearts.
Percy Jackson takes a very unique stab at Greek mythology and finds some really cool ways to implement that and its characters into 21st century
Are you
society.
just going to talk about every young adult fiction series?
Yes,
just because it's Harry Potter?
Yeah.
He's like trying to advertise it so that they'll all overtake Harry Potter in popularity because his video has that much influence.
It's not gonna happen, brother.
Also, it's got genuinely good neurodivergent rep, given the fact that
oh my god, who the hell cares? If you're listing that as one of the selling points, it lets me know the series is probably shit.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Exactly.
Also, no, Otterly, no, it's not pronounced neurodivergent, it's pronounced retarded. There you go.
Or as it would say, neurodivergent.
Neurodivergent, yeah. Noah has a weird obsession with looking for autistic representation where there is none. He has an entire video about classic Disney characters that are supposedly autistic coded.
Which is probably just reinforcing autistic stereotypes.
Yeah, we gotta check that shit out.
This character is clearly autistic.
Is actually dyslexic, but something very interesting began to happen.
Okay, Noah, there's a difference between
representation now too.
Okay, no, to sort of bounce off that point of like, oh, it's autistic representation. No, you do realize there's a difference between actually being dyslexic and autistic, and having like you thinking there are. There's a difference. I want to make that clear to you right fucking now. But anyway,
just wait until he sees the next overly energetic character. He'll be like, "This is great ADD representation." Oh.
Yeah.
series being introduced into the same market that Harry Potter initially was trying to target. There is now a lot more room for different comparisons between various series and novels, since now Harry Potter wasn't the sole occupying force in this genre anymore. And especially in the wake of J.K. Rowling's controversies, it's caused a lot more people to really re-examine her as an author and see if she was ever truly that good to begin with. A lot of people have called out her very
you're right.
Yeah.
consistent world building and how she doesn't really seem to fully think through spells when coming up with them in the series and the rules that surround them. And
now like Kino mentioned this last stream, but yeah, that's a fair criticism. Not this fucking autism bullshit.
The problem is that you know that Noah would never have any of these problems if he didn't want to like do the culture war attack on her.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about actual flaws in a series. He's not going to call out
Noah
flaws
would
in
never
series.
point out fucking writing flaws if like he didn't fucking find like these like quote unquote like bullshits in them. Yeah.
Yep. Like he won't do this with a series whose author is like super on his side. He'll just brush over all the flaws or defend it tooth and nail at every point.
Right.
He's only going to notice writing flaws in a series where he doesn't like the author already.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, John. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Yeah, all right. By the way, I linked in the private chat. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. Hopefully we get a chance to check it out. But I noticed Noah didn't name this either. But whenever you actually go back to the source on this whole like J.K. Rowling is transphobic claim, it actually ends up being a totally nothing burger tweets of hers. And one time a college professor actually like called out his student and said, because the student basically led with like, given the fact that she's so transphobic, and he's like, hold on, why do you think she's transphobic? He's like, oh, well, she's just said things. He's like, did you ever see what she said? He's like, no, I've just heard. So they actually go back to the source, and he has him look up and try find a firsthand, something that she actually said herself, rather than just people talking about her. And once the kid read it, he was like, so you still think she's transphobic based on that? And the kid was like, oh, well, no, I feel like an idiot. And he's like, well, that's, I don't want to make you feel like an idiot, but it's good that we learned today that you actually have to look it up rather than just believe hearsay about people.
How even with these inconsistencies, she always acts like her series is completely flawless.
Now, I do have to mention, though, that J.K. Rowling claimed in one of her infamous tweets that she came up with this Nagini backstory 20 years ago. No, you didn't. Why are you
That's
like this?
That's more infamous than any of the tweets that you would actually have a problem with, Noah.
Literally, yes. That or the tweet where she said with the wizards didn't have toilets for a long ass time. Yeah.
Even though literally a plot point in the Chamber of Secrets is that they're in the toilet and Moaning Myrtle is like in the toilet. And
everybody's making fun of you, right?
For example, the Marauders map is a device made by 4 teenage boys at Hogwarts so that they could pull pranks and also keep track of who's moving throughout the school so they don't get caught doing these pranks at all. The map allows them to see the movements and names of anyone who's going through Hogwarts at any given time. Which really begs the question, why haven't the teachers, which are far more developed in their magic than 4 teenage boys, come up with something like this for themselves so they don't have to go out every night and see if the students are out of their rooms?
Because they didn't think of that? I don't know.
They weren't mischievous thinkers.
Them on duty doing this in both the books and the films, but if they really are experts in their fields, they should definitely be able to come up with something better than what 4 teenage boys are able to come up with. Like, are you really going to tell me that someone like Severus Snape couldn't come up with a device?
All right,
that
Noah, if you're going to call this out, then call out every fucking teenage genius girl, usually, that's been introduced in the MCU over the last 6 years or so. It's like, Ant-Man's daughter is a genius. She came up with a bunch of stuff none of the adults could.
Teenage boys were able to come up with. A lot of people have also criticized her use of
Evan, your wheel has
well,
cursed us with this.
Yeah, thanks, Evan.
My wheel selected this time around.
Fucking Otter Boy.
By the way, I had the weirdest dream last night.
Oh, what was it, Evan?
Is it about Otterly Noah?
No, no, oddly enough. It was this weird aspect of my dream. I was back in high school, and somehow Ant was my English teacher.
What?
Why? Oh, God. So all the kids were retarded in the class by the end of the year.
No, I remember specifically he was doing this lesson on this children's book when Picasso met Matisse. I don't know why I remember that detail, but it was the thing that stuck out with me.
Evan, your dream has continuity errors because we all know Ant would only be teaching about Tales of Earthsea, Neuromancer, and some other bullshit.
I also remember
own
distinctly
book.
he roasted the shit out of one of the students. And he's like, see, this is how you do an insult. I practice with Backseater.
Ant and I would never trade notes on how to insult people. That's incorrect.
Yeah,
See,
that was the moment I realized it was a dream.
Ah.
I have dreams of high school, but it's always like I'm like I'm like, so for some test that I'm like not prepared for, I'm like frantically trying to finish something, and then I like wake up and I panic for a second, and then I go, oh shit, thank God, all my school's done. I never have to stress again.
Oh my God, you guys don't know about this
dream where I'm at work, and then I wake up, and I go back to sleep because I'm not finished with my shift yet.
You guys want to know about this one dream I had? Okay, so I'm in my dream, right? And in my dream, like, there's this super hot lady, right? Super sexy blue dress she's wearing, big bazambas and the dress shows them off really well. So we're hitting it off. And it's like, and then we start kissing. Now, for those of you who don't know, I sleep naked, right? Like
oh God, please don't finish this story.
So obviously I'm getting turned on in my sleep, right?
Oh
God. My penis is getting erect.
No, okay.
I wake up, and what wakes me up is that my penis was rubbing against my leg.
All right.
My boner killed my dream.
TMI. We don't need to know about your wet dreams. Oh my God.
I regret ever talking about dreams.
Oh my God. Why did we ever start talking about dreams? Moving on to the video.
Also, Evan, do lizards dream of cold-blooded sheep?
What?
No comment.
Also, apparently, according to Otterly Noah, Ariel, Mulan, Quasimodo, Milo from Atlantis, Belle, Hercules, and either Jane or Tarzan are autistic.
This was me during that entire story of I Backseater.
What? Imagine what that Young Avengers movie would be like. I'll tell you, Jacob. Ass.
I will say this: there has been a leaked storyline which said that the Young Avengers come together, they fight this Kang variant. They're so pumped about it, but in the end, it was real. That Kang variant was carrying a card saying, "Please forgive me. It's my first day."
What? This is why I question, like, Robert Meyer Burnett was on FNT recently saying, like, he was trying to, like, assuage all their fears about Avengers Doomsday, because, like, Ryan Kinnell and basically everybody else on the panel was like, I can't trust them, it's been so shit, like, why would I can't be hyped for this, because it's been so crap, and they're, like, rushing to have this new villain, and he just kept answering with, I know, but trust me, they know that you feel that way, and I can definitely tell you that they've answered. He's like so confident. Meanwhile, we're like, but they probably haven't even like finished all their shit yet, or like put together a final edit of the film. So I don't know how you can be so confident about this. Like,
one thing that I will say in regards to a hypothetical Young Avengers movie, I feel like if they are going to do it, they're definitely going to need to acknowledge the big elephant in the room. No one takes these characters seriously.
Yeah.
So why don't you pair them up against a villain that no one else takes seriously either, and have the whole movie be about them? Okay, they are the young guns. They need to take down someone that, needs to take them seriously.
Evan, they can't do that because they can't acknowledge that nobody takes those characters seriously, because they have to try to keep up the mirage that all these characters have been great, and phase 4 and 5 have been great. And you're a sexist if you don't think so. We don't want to be called sexist, so we're not going to call all of our new characters jokes.
Let me see here. If
my
Ant had that
ideal
dream,
villain for a Young Avengers movie. If they had to do one, it'll probably be arcade.
Yeah.
And have the whole movie take place in Murder World.
Yeah. Well, but you won't get out alive! If Ant had that dream, his whole bed would look like Mr. Krabs' house in that one SpongeBob episode. Yeah, you guys remember where they're painting Mr. Krabs' house? Remember?
Oh,
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
No, that's a different episode.
No,
It's one...
no, this is when they're painting it and they put like one drip on the wall and then he keeps having to like he's like blowing it on the wall to like make it avoid all the pictures and memorabilia and shit. And then they get a drop on his first $1. And then he's like,
it's like super minuscule.
Yeah.
Backseater was lucky that his mom didn't catch him during the moment that he was having this dream.
Let's stop talking about this. Moving on with the video.
Robert Ma Burnett probably knows stuff, but he has more to lose if he reveals them.
Look, I know that he knows stuff, but my point is you can't be 100% confident the movie's great when they don't do the final edit until much closer to release, is my basic main point. And he was confident the movie's going to be great. Movies can have great scenes or can have great concepts in a script or whatever that he's looking at, but it could all be executed horribly. So for him to be so confident that the final product is going to be great is what I question.
Especially if that rumor about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's world being destroyed by the X-Men is true.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to start a movie by destroying the world of one of the most beloved hero trilogies of all time, then why should people be enthusiastic about what's next ahead?
Like, I feel like he was hyping it for like concepts like this character appears, or there's this scene from the comics or whatever that like he had seen, and he thinks that's like good enough, and it's really not. Like, I don't know. That's just the feeling that I got, is that like he was more talking about hype moments and not really the totality of the film.
Anyway.
It does use it a lot instead of actually using the show don't tell method of how our characters are feeling in a given moment.
Did you put your name into the goblet of fire, Harry? Dumbledore asked calmly.
Really? Oh, well, if we're gonna get that obsessed over details, Noah, then how about all the descriptions of Snape that they are now ignoring?
Harry, you put your name in the goblet of fire.
Yes. And of course, you could boil a lot of this down to nitpicks, but the thing is, JK doesn't accept any kind of criticism from anyone about any aspect of her writing. Even the smallest things, like the things I just mentioned here, are things she's dismissed people from criticizing her for. It comes off as very egotistical and like she doesn't really want to grow at all as a writer, let alone as a person. A lot of her characters are also very...
What was that, John?
I said this is, again, just like every damn author or director that Noah likes, but he's calling it out with JK because he doesn't like her political views, or at least one of her political views. Most of them they probably align on, is the funny thing. But like every like modern director, they're not going to be like, oh, that's a good point, that did suck in my movie. They're all going to be fucking arrogant little brats. Dave Filoni's going to be like, well, you just don't like it because of theft.
Anyways, let me see here. Seriously, they're gonna sacrifice Spider-Man for the sake of liberal mutant soy boys? Really, Marvel? Yep.
Soy boy.
I bet you Campia told Robert Ma Burnett all the Doomsday stuff.
Maybe.
Blatantly stereotypical, with a witch by the name of Cho Chang being the only Asian representation in all of Harry Potter. That's
boo!
To be fair, Cho is a pretty common first name in other Southeast Asian countries as well.
Yeah, I'm also sorry that the early well, actually, like Harry Potter takes place in like the 80s, doesn't it?
I think
so.
Like the 80s British school didn't have enough Asian people in it for you. Sorry about that. Like,
take
even
1991 to 1998.
Okay, so even my college in 2011, which was pretty populous, it had some Asians. You knew them because they always wore masks on the bus, so it was very easy to see how many. But, like, this was before COVID, but it was like it was probably maybe 5%. So yeah, in Harry's class, there's not going to be many Asian students.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. The Harry Potter books primarily takes place in the 1990s, with the main story spanning from 1991, when Harry starts
said that,
into 1998, the Battle of Hogwarts.
Literally what I said, Evan. Robert Meyer Burnett did say Thor: Love and Thunder is a crime against verisimilitude.
Look, I mean, Robert Meyer Burnett has been right about things. I'm not saying that he's definitely going to be wrong. I'm saying he's maybe hyping it based on more conceptual stuff that could be executed very poorly.
Yeah. Like, representation is going to solve the issues that Asian students are dealing with in America and Europe. Exactly.
That's gonna be a big yikes from me, dog. But only in more recent memory, with autism slowly but surely becoming a much more understood and accepted condition, have we actually seen a number of people call
Noah, buddy, you don't need take it from a fellow autistic. You don't need to understand it beyond that. We go sometimes. Also, hail New York.
Yes, I do have an autistic friend. He does that all the time.
Yeah.
I just remember what my one roommate in college, whenever his dad would come to visit, he would always make the joke because I had a more artistic degree than all of them. He'd be like, of course John's autistic. He'd always fucking mispronounce it just to make a joke. He'd probably
What's up, though, fellas?
Hey, New York, Florida man. As New York, Florida man cooled off from the...
You missed my epic dream earlier.
Sorry, man, but I had to go get some pizza.
That's okay. You are better off for not having heard it. It's like
we were talking about dreams. I brought up one I had last night that was pretty funny. And then Backseater brought his up from a long time ago.
Good thing I wasn't here. You guys don't want to hear my dreams.
Yeah, well, they're probably the kind that Backseater told us about, the ones that we don't want to hear about.
Anyways.
But I will run it back and listen later.
Yeah. Look, long story short, I'm a buzzkill even in my own dreams. But anyways.
Allow J.K. Rowling for how she treats her autistic coded characters in her writing. This is something
Only you decided she was autistic coded.
Yeah.
She never wrote her thinking it was autistic coded. She just made her weird, and you took
the only way, Noah, you can definitively say she is if the books confirm it. There it is.
The books explicitly say that this character has Asperger's or some other form of autism, then there you go. If she's just autistic coded, then it's not officially confirmed or denied.
And I don't count, and it's still not that if they do it now. If they do it 20 years later and they're like, it's kind of like Dumbledore being gay. If she comes out now and goes like, oh, she was always meant to be autistic. It's like, I'm just going to be like, I don't believe you. You got to say it in the moment.
Always get talked about in comparison to the other aspects of J.K. Rowling's writing, but it's also very troubling how she treats her autistic coded characters, especially in comparison to something like Percy Jackson, which is a much more neurodivergent friendly series. So today I want to look at some...
The fuck does that mean, neurodivergent?
Percy Jackson is retarded in all sorts of degrees.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll only use Percy Jackson clips from the one with the black chick.
Yeah. The only thing that could make your dream a bigger buzzkill is if Buzz Killington showed up. Understood my ass. Neurotypical still treat us as freaks and don't like us because we don't fit into the standard rules of American society, such as bullshit, smiling for no reason, and consumerism. Alright then.
Smile for your damn photos and shut up.
So wizards have autism? Apparently, Jacob. Apparently.
No, basically, all the autistic people, they get daily visits from the smiling friends.
Yeah.
Cody characters from J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World show exactly why they're mistreated in the story and why this comes off as very intentional on her part, and also recommend some media that's much more positive if you're looking for that
Don't use
sort
the
of thing.
Fantastic Beast films for anything with Harry Potter, please.
Yeah, same with this Owl House crap.
Looks like Jeremy became Otterly O's new editor.
Wait, oh yeah, probably, yeah.
Thing in general. Especially more now than ever, I think it's really important to highlight good autistic representation or good autism coding.
Oh my god, so now he just showed off the Atlantis boy, and this is Steins Gate. I forget their names, but this is Steins Gate. He's just gonna list off everything and say, this is autism, trust me, bro.
Every character that's like neurotic or overly like, he's just gonna have all the worst stereotypes and say that they're autistic because of them.
But this whole autistic coding thing, do other people go along with the shit that he's talking about?
Yes, we call them morons.
All right. So, let me ask this. I don't know if there is. Are there any books made with autistic protagonists?
Not that I
Probably.
know of.
They're just the
I
probably
mean, if you go on the
unpopular
Google,
ones.
you may find
So
one.
then why, instead of being so infatuated with autistic coding, they try to write their own fucking books about autistic protagonists?
Well, they probably tried that in New York, Florida, man. It wasn't popular enough. So now, like everything else, they'll try to find something popular and leech off of it.
Yeah.
That's why he has to
Exactly.
expand it to coded, because that's like, well, this character's not autistic at all, but I can just say they are.
The signaling of virtue is mighty.
Yeah.
Media. And it's also important to call that out when it's not represented well whatsoever.
The
It's also
Unbreakable
important
Boy.
Unbreakable, unstoppable, undefeatable. Guys, we got fucking Tech from the Sad Batch right here.
No.
I can't wait till we get to this show. This show doesn't get ripped on enough on phony.
Because nobody watched it, probably.
Exactly. I bet Noah thinks Alan Moore's actually a wizard. Yeah.
Well, Alan Moore does partake in black magic rituals, so
Yeah, they're called
I know
scams.
that he is a wizard.
Isn't he like into like a snake god or something?
Yes.
Yes, and he also had 2 wives at the same time, and they both left him.
Well, hang on.
And
Maybe
one of
maybe there's something to this cult. This whole, having a couple wives is nice.
And one of his wives helped him make porn. But anyways.
Oh,
Yeah, unless it's like in Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. That's not the
Yeah.
kind of polygamy you're
Well-
looking for.
yeah, that's 2 husbands. Yeah.
When we talk about an autistic coded character, we're not referring to a character that's explicitly stated to be autistic. Rather, what we mean is a character that shows autistic traits or traits that autistic people tend to resonate with and see themselves as. Some common examples of this are Lilo from Lilo and Stitch,
The
Tails
fuck? How the fuck is she autistic?
Ugh.
Fuck.
They have to
Okay.
fulfill my stereotypes.
Yeah.
I just thought of one. The Good Doctor.
Well, he
the
yeah,
autistic
he's
doctor.
confirmed.
That show. There is an autistic protagonist, and the show
Yeah.
is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
Yeah.
autistic.
We got Tails here.
the Fox from the Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay,
So-
Tails is smart, but he's not autistic. The fuck you on
Don't
about?
you understand? Every neurotic, like scientist, smart character is clearly autistic coded. Backseater. Probably the dad from Honey I Shrunk the Kids is autistic coded, according to this fucking retard.
Franchise, and Okabe Rentaro from the anime
That's his
Steins
name.
Gate. These often tend to be characters that
No, Rentaro is literally just fucking like delusional. That's literally his whole point. He's just delusional.
If you
autistic
use the
people see
terms coded and like have and like expand it to all these characters that aren't the actual thing, then
Yeah.
you are actually just like prejudiced against that group, or at least have stereotypes of them.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's just you having stereotypes and then saying this person has to be this because they act this way. It's like me
Yeah.
saying,
Exactly.
it's like if a racist guy was like, this character stole from another character. They're clearly black coded. It's like, doesn't that sound
Oh,
really
yeah.
fucking racist, Noah?
Mhm. According to him, Reed Richards is autistic. Yeah, there are idiots who think Reed Richards is autistic. There, we call them wrong.
That's
Anyway.
literally
Well,
like
the one in the
equivalent
new movie was definitely autistic.
That's literally the equivalent of what he's doing, though. Just like bringing up a really like bad stereotype and just being like, "Oh, see, this character's this. See how accepting I am? That's good representation."
themselves in rather than characters that are explicitly stated to be autistic in media, since often representation
Music.
isn't really that great, even all these years later. Things like The Unbreakable Boy or Sia's music movie come to mind in terms of very bad and very intentionally harmful autistic portrayals.
Nah, Maddie Ziegler, that movie was just a fucking alien, bro.
And in terms of the Harry
I
Potter universe,
watched music knowing how bad it was going to be,
sucked, didn't
but I knew I was in for a treat.
Oh, hey, Evan, do you know this guy?
I think he might have been in my history class. He might have sat behind me in
Oh,
fifth grade.
I thought maybe he had delivered your presents as a kid.
It's Santa.
No, no, no. That is Santa Claus.
Yeah, literally Santa
He,
Claus.
us reptiles, our figure who comes around the holidays, he is a giant Komodo dragon who slides down your chimney. He doesn't go down your chimney, he slides down your chimney.
What did I get?
And sometimes if he runs out of wrapping paper to wrap your presents, he'll shed his own skin and then use that to wrap your present.
Oh, that's some wrapping paper.
Yeah.
And there's also, it is definitive proof he exists, because unlike you leave out milk and cookies for Santa, right? We don't do that for Santa Claus. He just leaves behind the skin, and that's proof enough that he exists.
Yeah.
I mean, missing cookies and milk, that could be anyone. Suspicious skin on your presents, that's definitive proof.
Yeah, we've even got photographic evidence he exists here. Hang on, guys. There he is. Look at this.
See? Told you.
Ah.
That is Santa Claus.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get back.
Or in some regions they call him Santa Scales, but I grew up in a household where we called him Santa Claus.
Anyways, hang on. Jacob says he needs to touch Vanessa Kirby for his autism. Yeah.
Like Pedro Pascal, he's like, ooh.
The character that does get discussed from time to time from this universe is none other than Luna Lovegood. Luna Lovegood is a character that was introduced in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. She's the daughter of Xenophilius Lovegood, the author of the borderline conspiracy theory publication That Being the Quibbler, which will come into play later here as well. Upon her arrival at Hogwarts, she was automatically sorted into Ravenclaw House and also teased and made fun of quite frequently by various students around Hogwarts for her seemingly odd behaviors, at least in their perspective. Now, regarding Order of the Phoenix, it's important to make the distinction between how Luna is treated in the book version of that story as opposed to the film version. Because, believe it or not, in a lot of ways, the writing in the books makes her even worse off than she is treated in the films. Let's start with the film version of her first, though. In the films, Luna is portrayed as having what most people would consider a quirky personality, and also has some very clear hyperfixations, that being on magical beasts that nobody else seems to think actually exist.
Well, there you go, Noah. You just answered your own question. She's not autistic. She's that. There you go. The video's over now. Can we go home now? If only.
Which is kind of ironic, given the fact these guys exist in a world where unicorns and centaurs exist, and they spot them on the daily. So you'd think they'd be willing to at least hear Luna out on some of the creatures she is describing, but I guess not. Luna is also shown, at least according to her peers, as being a complete nonconformist and not really having any self-awareness whatsoever. To them, all of her actions and all of the things she hyperfixates on, such as invisible horses that can draw carriages, which do exist, but they don't believe her on that existing whatsoever, and her wearing hoods in the shape of lions and also wearing glasses that allow her to see things that other people can't, are just part of her quirky personality. And we don't really understand it, but we'll try our best.
If anything, Luna's getting dressed for the Grammys.
Ha!
Because you know every time they have the Grammys or the Oscars or that weird fashion show that Hollywood likes to throw on every year, they wear so much worse.
Yeah, like Jacob said, she's just weird. Exactly.
To tolerate it instead. You already see the problem here? Even in the film versions of these stories, Luna isn't really treated as a character as much as sort of a cardboard cutout of what most people consider an autistic girl stereotype.
Nobody considered her autistic before you brought it up. I didn't read the books and think, gee, sure sounds autistic. I was just like, she's weird. She's a quirky personality and she's a nonconformist, as you say. Except you take all those as stereotypes of autistic people.
Yeah, and as Jacob says, go to California and you will see a bunch of people who do what she does. Exactly.
Are videos like this part of a bigger agenda to make the average viewer think that they're autistic for being out of the box sometimes?
I don't know, bro. Hang on, John just uploaded like a really good fucking photo.
This is actually legit. I screenshotted it because it was from Billie Eilish's anti-ICE speech. This is one of the people clapping for her afterwards.
Yeah,
and I said if these sort of if these sort of people agree with you, then you're probably on the wrong side.
I think I saw that one.
I'm gonna wear a fucking bird on my head for the Grammys or whatever the fuck was going on.
I think that might be a bird that flew into a plane by accident, and that's
it's
just
a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a
on her head.
You know, they're asking them about all their like pins and stuff so that they can go on their little anti-ice speech. It's like whenever they go to this lady, they're like, so what are you wearing tonight? She's like, oh, this is to represent all the lost birds from all the planes and helicopters that we fly every day. And so I just really wanted to speak on that by putting one of them on my fucking head tonight.
Yeah,
I also hear
Kirk
the pins that they wear at those events, they pass them out beforehand. Like there's literally a person standing out by the entrance passing out the pins. So everyone gets one. It's their decision if they wear it or not. And if they feel like virtue signaling, they wear the pins. And if they don't feel like it, they just put it on the
They have a little booth at the entrance. It's just called The Current Thing. And they're just like, come get your current thing pin. Come get your current thing.
Fucking adult pretenders, exactly. Anyway.
Unfortunately, is a stereotype that a lot of autistic women still face to this day. Even in the modern era, with there being a lot more information out there about autism
Who's
and
this, Beth Archie? Good. I never have to read anything by her.
I was about to say if I was Beth down there at the YouTube video, but I see that's another person.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, there's another person we get to ignore now.
Some other fat bitch. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. Oh my god. Where the hell is
Beth's like, he's fat! And just because I'm autistic. No, Beth, just nobody likes you. Anyways.
Very hard for women to actually be able to receive an autism diagnosis. And there still are a lot of stereotypes out there about autistic women.
Oh, Barbie and Harley Quinn are autistic now, I guess. Wow.
So every character in Margot Robbie's filmography is autistic.
Yeah.
And how a lot of people think they're all simply quirky people, and apparently think they all act the exact same.
Is there anybody who is just quirky, Noah? Is that ever just a thing?
Nope. They all gotta be. Nope. They all gotta be fucking autistic. Nope.
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 This isn't the case at all. Autism is a spectrum, so it affects each person differently, and that goes for autistic women as well.
Apparently
and while
not.
Luna,
yeah, not to you. Not to you.
Obviously is portrayed as autistic coded and has a lot of autistic traits in the films and the books, she's not really treated as a real character for it. If anything, she's almost just treated
hey,
simply...
Backseater, you're autistic, so do you always wear lion heads around in public?
Oh hell yeah, brother! It's part of a ritual we do once a year.
Welcome to the hood, brother.
Yeah.
Right now, I assume it's a ritual where you pay tribute to your god, the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah.
Yo, homeboy! Welcome to the hood, brother!
I still like the other wrestling clip of Vince McMahon just whenever he's looking for his bastard son as one of the wrestlers, and he's like, everyone who's not Caucasian, please leave.
He explicitly says, Mark Henry, and then he says that's where he's like, oh, no, I don't make the rules around here.
Yeah, the guy who literally makes the rules.
As a joke. This becomes even more apparent when we look at how Luna is treated in the books by her peers, who often refer to her as a loony Lovegood. And this is very intentionally done to her so many times, even just in her first appearance in the Order of the Phoenix. She is called Loony Lovegood not even just by people around the school, but also members of the main core cast of Harry Potter many times throughout this book as well. Like it's
a nickname. That's how it works. You get called it a lot.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan has better facial hair than Pedro Pascal. That is correct.
Hulk Hogan's facial hair is legendary.
Yeah.
Completely normalized. Ron especially is prone to calling her this quite a bit.
John, do you remember that one storyline from WCW where the Dungeon of Doom shaved Hulk Hogan's mustache off?
No, I don't. I'm no wrestling expert. Just the reference.
Oh my god, Evan, do you remember that storyline?
I don't think I ever saw it fold out.
Oh my god. Okay, so John, get this. So when Hulk Hogan arrived in WCW, right, he jumped ship from WWF to WCW. It's like he brought a bunch of his buddies along, and Hogan, he fought like the usual heels of WCW. He fought Ric Flair, he fought Vader, etc. But then they're like, hey, Hogan needs a fucking whole team of wrestlers to fight. So they get like John Tenta, aka Earthquake. They make him the Shark. They get Kamala. They get
Kamala.
The Ugandan headhunter. They get him. they get they get Brutus Beefcake as the Zodiac, and they get fucking and they get Mang, and they get fucking Kevin Sullivan to lead them all. And yes, and they're these incredibly ridiculous dudes. And then eventually they got the Giant, who you probably know as Big Show from WWE. They get all these guys together, and then they defeat Hogan in the ring. They shave his mustache off, and that just somehow causes Hogan to turn somewhat evil. And then his
mustache was what was keeping him good.
Yes.
It was his power of strength, like Samson.
It's like when fucking America's like Odeon pass out. He's like, "Oh no, my evil side's coming out!" Ah!
Yeah, and then they shave. So then Hogan's like, "Giant, I want to fight you, not just in the wrestling ring, but in a giant monster truck fight." So I'm not making this up. So fucking Hogan gets his own monster truck. The Giant gets his own monster truck. They fight at each other like this, but then they just say "fuck it," and then they start wrestling on the roof of the WCW building. Then Hogan throws the Giant off the building. He goes, "I'm not making this up, man." He goes back down into the wrestling ring, and then the Giant walks in. He's like, "I'm all right, bro."
I'm all right, bro. Thanks.
Not as ridiculous as how WWE handled Money in the Bank during 2020.
Yeah.
Because WWE couldn't have like live crowds because of a little thing called COVID, they had the whole ladder match take place within the WWE headquarters. They had this whole theme of like the corporate ladder, and when the wrestlers reached to the roof of the actual WWE headquarters, Baron Corbin, I kid you not, legit threw both Aleister Black and Rey Mysterio off the roof of a 70-story building.
And they're fine. They're just fine.
They're fine the next week.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get back to this shit.
But as shown here
Honestly,
on
I'd
page
rather talk wrestling than this guy badger on about Harry Potter characters being autistic.
That's just how we roll on the Backseat Boys.
96 of Order of the Phoenix. While they're attempting to evade the
Wait,
Death
that's
Eaters
the
in the
other
Ministry of
question.
Magic, in the finale of that
Do you
book,
think there's any wrestlers who are autistic coded?
Oh, jeez.
They were probably all autistic, all the most popular ones, probably, Evan.
Yeah.
According to Otterly Noah.
Yeah, they're not gonna choose someone like fucking Barry Horowitz to be autistic coded.
I'm going with Gold Dust.
Gold
I'm thinking
Dust?
either
Yeah,
Gold
probably
Dust,
Gold Dust.
Stardust,
Or
maybe
Bonkers.
Logan.
What was his name? Zoinks or whatever, the clown
Doink.
motherfucker? Doink,
Doink.
Doink the
right?
Clown,
Yeah.
yes.
Let me
Doink
ask
the Clown.
Grok that. Let's see what bullshit Grok comes up with.
They're canceling Ron Weasley over this quote, apparently.
Oh no.
Outer Looney Lovegood. Ha ha ha.
Oh. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
That's not appropriate, Ron. Oh. This sounds like some Castlevania music going on right now.
It's oddly fitting.
What, for autistic people? Are they scary to you, Evan?
Oh, sure is. They sure
I mean,
are.
Backseaters one, so I can understand that.
Oh yeah, you're a four man. You recognize this music?
Hold on. I gotta turn it up.
Sounds like some 8-bit something. Hmm.
Nah, I can't
It's
call it.
Saberwolf's theme from Killer Instinct.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Why does Saberwolf has a
Why does it
Castlevania
sound-
track as a soundtrack?
Yeah, it sounds so much more earlier than its time.
Yeah, anyways. Wrestlers perceived as autistic coded. Okay, so we got the confirmed autistics. We got Will Ospreay, Lucas Twitch DeSangro, Levi from the Indies, Ricky Autistic, autistic. There's a wrestler named Ricky.
Oh
autistic.
God, that sounds like Vince McMahon made something up. He's like, Ricky, you gotta do this shtick. I think it's gonna be a big hit, Ricky.
Oh my, it's gonna be huge.
The name would have been if it was Autistic Rick.
He's probably a Eugene's tag partner.
Yeah.
Ricky, you may not realize this, but you're an autistic American.
Oh, Richie Jewell, Jake Meister, high school wrestler, and Trevor Jordan and Charlie Pierce, also from the Indies. Okay, so we got the speculated guys. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey?
What?
Frequently speculated wrestling communities due to her blunt communication style, intense athletic focus, and perceived social awkwardness in promos and interviews.
Oh,
Fans
see, now that's just saying that women can't be strong.
Yeah.
Strong woman!
Sidney Crosby has an intense athletic focus. Does that make him autistic now? You can basically name every major athlete or every successful one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Orlando Jordan is one. Brian Zane. Brian Kendrick.
Okay,
We got-
Brian Kendrick, I can kind of see.
Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, it's just
Oh, no mention of Eugene?
Yeah, no Eugene apparently. Anyways, let's get back here. Anyways.
Oh, this girl is Harry. She's Looney Lovegood. Ha ha ha.
Oh, House of Mouse.
Yeah.
Well, Donald Duck is autistic.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, that was a real knee slapper, Ron. You're just as good of a comedian as Carlos Mencia. Even Harry himself.
Wow,
told him.
anti-Hispanic.
Well, yeah, Otterly, no, you racist.
How dare you?
In this book here, when he's
That's who
on the train to
John
Hog-
Walker looks like. Carlos Mencia. With a, that's who he looks like. I've been wondering this whole time. Who the fuck? What other dickhead Spanish dude does he remind me of? Fucking Carlos Mencia.
Yeah. Donald Duck sounds like Mark Hamill drunk. Yeah.
And his pants already fell down, just like Mark Hamill's did.
Yeah.
where he ends up sitting next to Neville Longbottom and Luna Lovegood, in fact. And Cho Chang, still not getting over that name, by the way, happens to come into the car and says hi to Harry, then leaves, and Harry's automatically mad about this. As it says here in the book, Harry slumped back in his seat and groaned. He would have liked Cho to discover him sitting with a group of very cool people laughing their heads off a joke he had just told. He would not have
high
chosen
school shit. Of course you want to be seen with the cool kids, with the girl you have a crush on.
Yeah, bro.
So
I'm
wait,
sorry
wait.
that he doesn't like
Her
every
name
kid in
is
high school.
really Cho Chang.
Yeah.
Like, all right. When were these books written again?
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Chocha was a popular term back
late
then.
90s, early
All I'm saying is
2000s,
chocha,
at the
like,
very,
you know,
very end.
getting that chocha. It was a very popular term back then.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that she's supposed to be somebody's love interest in this or something.
She's Harry's love
She's
interest.
Harry's
Yeah,
love
they
interest.
So
date
she's
for a
his
part
piece
the
of
book.
chocha. Cho Chang. She's his Chinese chocha. Cho Chang.
Yeah.
Harry, you didn't miss the best part of the book is whenever Harry is trying to win her over.
Oh,
And,
I give you
he's-
good Cho Chang.
Well, he's asking her on their first date, and he goes, "I will make you happy very much." Bong.
Um,
He gets her a big gong for the Christmas part of the book. It's very racist, Harry.
Oh, imagine John Roca getting arrested by ICE in the middle of his stream.
Jeff Snyder just keeps doing it. He's like, so anyways.
to be
like,
sitting with
oh, I bet you're going to shoot me if I just pull out this gun on you.
Neville and Looney Lovegood clutching a toad and dripping in stink sap. Wow, gee, really sounds like you're thinking about the people around you, aren't you, Harry? But even later in the
Oh,
book,
he's a
when
high
he and
schooler.
Cho
Sure. No, like, of course he's not gonna be mad if you're pissed off.
Sorry that the high schoolers aren't 100% fucking mature all the damn time, bro.
Look, he wants to bang the hot chick, so he doesn't want to be seen with losers. Like,
Yeah.
jeez. I wouldn't want to be seen with you if like Snarky J was coming on the stream, Otterly Noah. I'd be like, oh fuck, she probably thinks I'm a loser now who likes this guy.
Yeah. I like the scene where Harry referred to her as X-Ray Girl. That stream would be his most watched ever. Millions of views, yeah.
About to kiss, he says, no idea. You'd have to ask Looney.
If I
Luna.
going to invade during the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I heard they're setting up operations for that.
I mean,
Because the one New
if
England
they
cornerback who's
for the halftime show. What the hell is NFL gonna do?
yeah. Well, I was just thinking that the one New England cornerback is like Garcia or something is his last name, and somebody was talking about the game and like, oh, he's really gonna shut down that receiver. I'm like, well, I don't know, he might get deported before the game. Don't make your bets yet, folks.
Bad Bunny got arrested. Oh shit.
Well, no. He's saying that he does the halftime show at the Super Bowl, so he's saying he will get arrested at the Super Bowl.
Oh.
I mean, and then apparently Joe laughs at this as well. It really does come off that at every single possible moment, Luna is basically treated as nothing more than a punchline. Harry is about to make out with a very heavily...
Did you not have an unpopular kid in your school, Noah? Like, do you not understand the concept of, like, some kids get made fun of?
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah, he's like, I never got the joke. They must just thought I was autistic and made fun of me. It's like, no, you were just probably a fucking weirdo, dude.
Yeah.
A typed Asian girl character, and here he is putting Luna down in the process right before it happened.
Oh my god, oh he's getting mad. He's got the anime fucking like nerve right there. It's like, how could you do this? This Luna's my waifu. How dare you talk bad about her?
Luna would probably be happy that Noah was in the school because then they'd all make fun of him instead of her.
Oh,
you'd be like, well, we were gonna bully her, but let's kick that kid's ass instead.
Yes! Kick his ass! Kick his ass! Anyway, let's keep going here.
In addition to this, in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, we actually see more of this kind of behavior continue from Harry himself, interestingly enough. When he's invited to Professor Slughorn's party, and it's clear that he has to bring a guest, he ends up bringing Luna along, but obviously not of his own volition. He actually ends up encountering Luna after giving Hermione her books after she left them in their classroom. Luna says hi to him here, saying, oh, hello, Harry. Did you know one of your eyebrows is bright yellow? And Harry acknowledges her, but barely, just saying, hi, Luna. Hermione, you left your stuff. As evidenced by this, it's clear that Luna was not in the forefront of his mind here, but randomly he gets an idea to bring her to the party since he doesn't really know who else to bring. Specifically, he says, yeah, we're supposed to bring guests, so I thought you might like, I mean, just as friends, you know, but if you don't want to. And as it says here, he was already half hoping she didn't want to. Gee, go figure.
Yes, he doesn't like her or being seen with her. It's like a whole lesson of the book, too, that like he learns to like her over the course of it. He learns that she's a nice person and he like grows as a human, but you know, just fuck that whole story. Let's just have him be nice to everybody and be one of the generic Dragon Age 4 protagonists.
Yeah.
That out with his attitude. And of course, it's in the midst of this conversation that
we gotta celebrate our differences. Maybe Cho Chang? What's his argument? It's a fucking ball. Exactly, AA. Exactly.
Like, Noah, I guess he just wants all high school kids to be fully developed, like, accepting of everybody, no character flaw characters.
Yeah, because that's how age works, yeah.
And if you guys never seen the movie, like, A Silent Voice, it's about all these, like, high school kids that basically bully the shit out of a deaf girl. And then later on, the guy like gets suspended from school because he's so fucking mean about it. And then later on, he ends up like meeting her and they have like a whole fucking romantic story about him like feeling like shit about what he did before and like having a whole character arc and learning sign language and shit. And it's like, it's a great movie, but Noah would never want it. He'd see the first script if he was the executive and be like, why are the kids mean in the first part of it? It's like, dude, because this is how fucking stories work. I hate to tell you.
Tripping.
Peeves finds out that Harry and Luna are going to the party together since apparently he was listening into the whole thing. Once again, Luna is not...
Also, what is this fucking game he's got in the bag? Is this like some fucking Chinese-ass Harry Potter game? What is
probably
this?
A mobile game.
Yeah, oh, he's one of
those. He probably got a knockoff edition since he doesn't want to pay for it.
Oh, he's one of those gamers.
Put his VPN in.
He's like, hail communism, hail China.
Yeah. Was there a
He doesn't
scene where
want
it
to give
says,
money to J.K. Rowling.
John, was there a scene in that movie where it says, I'm gonna come in sign language?
I don't believe there was.
That's this. That's that in sign language.
That's
It's
a
the only bit of sign
mobile.
language we know.
Yeah, Harry Potter, the bootleg. Harry Potter and the bootleg mobile game. Yeah.
It's a Chinese game called like Boy Wizard with Glasses or something. It's like one of those fucking generic ass translations.
Yeah.
Kind of character here. She's just here simply in service of a punchline again. And of course, Ron goes ahead and says, you could have taken anyone, and you chose Looney Lovegood? To which Ginny replies, don't.
Yes.
You not like this is such a basic ass story element, and he's like so utterly confused by it. He's like, why are they mean to this character initially, and then they learn to like her later?
Triggered.
Oh, I don't understand.
The boy who got caught, cooked, yeah.
He would see fucking Lord of the Rings, and he'd be like, why do Gimli and Legolas not like each other right away? Oh, that's just mean, Gimli. Don't call him a filthy elf. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they should, what they should do is that they should just be like, like John said, they should just be like the fucking fail guard party, where everyone's nice to each other despite whatever cultural differences could possibly arise. Yeah. Looks like a game Chris Stuckman would shill for, yeah.
Like, the media literacy crowd doesn't understand a basic ass character arc and is making a whole essay about it.
Don't call her that, Ron. I'm glad you're taking her, Harry. She's so excited. And funny enough, while it may not be apparent in this isolated moment, this actually is incredibly disingenuous.
Oh yeah, this does look like a shitty mobile game. Look at those graphics there, guys.
Genuous on Ginny's part, because in the train scene mentioned previously from Order of the Phoenix, Ginny actually does call Luna Looney Lovegood behind her back even. When Harry is moving over to the train car to
women
sit next to
insulting
Neville
each other behind their backs, say it ain't so. It's not like women literally do that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I love your skirt. That is the ugliest fucking skirt I've ever seen.
His background is authentic.
And Luna, Ginny actually tells Neville as they're getting on the car that there's room in this one, there's only Looney Lovegood in here. And of course, she says this right behind Luna's back before they actually go to talk to her. And when they do talk to her, Ginny acts like nothing has happened and like she hasn't been trash-talking Luna whatsoever, saying,
again,
Luna,
Noah, have you ever met a woman before?
Literally. Also, Noah, you keep showing all the characters calling Luna all this crap. What's her reaction to all this? Does she even care?
He's not only baffled by character arcs, he's baffled by basic woman behavior. He's like, I can't believe that they're passive aggressive towards each other. How could this be?
I swear to God, Noah wishes Luna was real so he could white knight for her this fucking hard. Bitches be bitches. What else are they gonna do with each other? Exactly.
No one hates the woman more than the other woman.
Yeah. Take these seats.
That two-faced son of a jackal.
Honestly, I would actually say Ginny is a lot worse to Luna than the other people I just mentioned here. Because while the rest of them are making fun of her, and Luna is very aware of this, Ginny is doing the same thing, but intentionally behind Luna's back. She's nice to Luna's face, but she goes ahead and insults her behind her back, just like everybody else.
So exactly like everybody else. Because they're kids.
He does not understand. Like, there's a whole stereotype about passive-aggressive women for a reason. Like, I don't understand how he's not, like, understanding what they're going for here. Like, this is just how... J.K. Rowling is a woman, so she knows why they act like this. That's why she wrote it like this.
Yeah, it's fake news. That's what this all is.
Like,
it's not real.
Well, I think Noah knows it, and he just can't acknowledge the stereotype, because then he would think that he would sound like a sexist. Because he knows it's a woman author. It's just like, I'm completely baffled by this behavior that happens all the fucking time in real life, but I can't acknowledge that.
Yeah, unless J.K. Rowling hinted that was the thing, this is fake news, yeah.
Fake news.
not real. It's fake news. Luna would make Noah wear the slave Leia bikini.
Oh God!
Yeah, don't put that image in my head.
Oh
Just
no!
a big hairy otter in a slave Leia bikini.
Fucking furries. Apparently Noah is the true author. Exactly. Yeah, I somehow understand this story better than the one person who wrote the whole damn thing. Anyways. Let's keep going here.
And for some reason, throughout the entirety of the writing in these books, this is all just treated as a fun joke. It ultimately comes off as very objectifying of Luna, and once again, not really treating her as a real character whatsoever. I would argue this is definitely a widespread problem with a lot of different characters in J.K. Rowling's writing overall, since especially with characters that aren't the main forefront of the cast, they aren't really that fleshed out at all, even if they are still major characters.
Yes, Noah, exactly. If they're not a part of the main cast, they're not going to be as fleshed out enough. And congratulations, you just figured it out.
You figured out the concept of a side character or a minor character, Noah. A lot of these exist in stories.
Yes.
It's kind of like part of being a side character that you're not as fleshed out as a main character because you're not on screen or on page as much.
This guy wants to hear the origin stories of extras.
Yes.
He wants Lovegood, a Potter story.
We got Double A. Oh, sorry. We got Dinosaurus saying, hello, Dinosaurus. Anyways.
I think a character like Luna is a
Potter
great
story,
example of
Love
this.
by the lake.
Yeah.
And also, it's definitely a pretty good example of intentionally objectifying an autistic-coded character simply for a punch.
No, it isn't the only thing all wet.
Them as this silly, quirky being, which honestly is incredibly dehumanizing. For a bit of a comparison, this also very blatantly happens in The Unbreakable Boy, which I watched last year and reviewed, and that was still by far the worst film I watched last year. And that's even including The Smurfs, so that's saying a lot. This is a film based on a book by the author Scott the Red, based on his own experiences having an autistic son with brittle bone disease named Austin. And the film starred Zachary Levi.
This fucking guy.
Is the guy in the literal clown hat the author?
I don't know.
Apparently.
Is that his son?
Yeah, it's his son, apparently. No, like, can we just acknowledge that this fucking guy looks fucking ridiculous here? Like, come on. My fellow autism, my fellow brother in autism, this guy looks fucking retarded right here. I'm sorry, he does.
Backseater has the A pass, so
yes. I got the R pass, yeah.
You can say it hard A.
Yeah.
Hard A.
Yeah. Irrelevant. Be careful, Noah might plagiarize your content. I don't fucking care. Come at me, bro.
I just like
control his narrative.
I just like how you make up the whole ass scenario in your head of what a character is, and then you say that the author who never said that they were that is biased against that type of person. It's like, hey, this person who I just stereotyped into existence, it's the author who's really bad. It's like, she never said she was autistic. Only you said that.
Yeah.
Oh God, is Noah like Nazi when he saw Zachary Levi? I don't know. He's gonna retcon his own narrative soon, yeah.
Levi, of all people, who is noted for thinking that vaccines cause autism. Yippee. Wow, you really cast the best possible candidate there, didn't you, Scott? Well, the movie initially marketed itself as being about Austin and focusing on his life as an autistic person. Perhaps unsurprisingly, this is not what the movie is about at all. Rather, it focuses on the dad and his insane struggles to care for a kid with autism, and also how it's so hard for him to not be an alcoholic while caring for his autistic kid. Wow, gee, poor you, Zach. Inevitably,
well, I mean, yes. I mean, yeah, a lot of, Mob Seer could probably speak on this better, but yeah, it's like when you have a kid with autism, it's a fucking nightmare, dude. I mean, just look how I turned out.
I wonder if he ever, like, you know, gets mad if somebody praises, like, the parent of an autistic kid being, you know, because it's like, oh man, you know, good job raising your kid, like, despite the extra difficulty. He'd be like, oh, you can't praise him for that. That's bad. You're like acting like it's harder to raise an autistic kid. It's like, guess what? God, they're so similar. I called him that. But Otter, Mr. Noah here, Mr. Otter, you anything that is like a disability or a mental disability or anything like that,
I love how you say mental disability and just zoomed up on Backseater's face.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Also,
harder.
Let's get a first-hand account.
Uh-oh.
Mom, is taking care of an autistic kid a fucking nightmare? Yeah, like how hard is it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it?
To the 10th degree.
Yeah, so what the fuck, Noah? What do you mean it's fucking like not easy? Fucking hell, my own kid could be autistic whenever the fuck he gets born, and he could be like me, but like worse and shit. So what the fuck you mean? It's like, oh, poor dad. Oh, what the fuck?
It's like you can't acknowledge. It's like if there were like a movie about like some caretaker for a person who can't walk or something, and like they make the caretaker character like have any sort of hardship or like acknowledge that it's more difficult to like give this person sponge baths and take their bedpan or their bath pan out and piss pan or whatever out. It's like, you know, he'd be like, oh, why are they making it seem like it's hard to take care of this person? That's hateful towards handicapped people. It's like, no, it's not.
Like, I would imagine, like, let's just say there's a movie, and it's about this married couple, and the guy is in the military, and he goes over to Afghanistan or something, and he gets caught in an explosion and loses both his legs. And the entire movie is about the wife standing by the husband's side while trying to take care of him over him having lost his legs. The husband dissolving deeper and deeper into self-loathing and, you know, alcoholism and mental illness and all that. He has survivor's guilt or something, and the movie's about him living with all his conditions, and his wife is standing by his side, taking care of him, despite all of the hardships that comes his way.
Yeah, Evan, that's a good title for it. Standing by his side right there. Yeah. Anyways.
Stand by me.
Yeah, not that
Stand
one.
by him.
Yeah, let me see here. What's
Stand by me, part 2.
Yeah, we got delayed. This guy is definitely confirmed authentic and a low tier wannabe grifter wants to give out false information on his message.
He's absolutely a grifter. He's one of the grifters off of popular YouTubers usually.
Yeah, he's a griftly bear. He could probably punch his pillow harder. I bet you J.I. Jacob get a sponge bath by his robot wife. Ugh. No, Jacob. J.I. Jacob gets a sponge bath by his dad. Hi, Dad! I don't get it. Is that a reference to something Jacob did?
He's like, Mom, come see a shitty Star Wars movie with me. Oh.
Yeah.
Who is supposed to be the main autistic character here is not a character in this movie whatsoever. He's little more than just a step stool used by a lot of the neurotypical characters in this film to make them feel better about themselves. Throughout the entirety of this film, Austin is constantly objectified.
Yeah?
But you have to understand, here's a caveat, though.
What?
Of being an autistic.
No, hang on. I'll come around here and tell him. All right, what?
But here's the caveat.
What?
Being a parent, an autistic kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is challenging and it is hard, but it is one of the most rewarding, and I would never change it in a million years.
All right, get out of here with that sappy crap. Anyway.
Well, and this goes back to Noah not understanding like character arcs, because you ever hear the phrase like the harder the struggle, the greater the victory?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna feel more proud if it was more difficult to raise the kid, you know?
Yeah. Melissa says, I took care of someone with 2 legs for 2 years. Yes, it's harder to take care of someone who can walk. Exactly.
Peter, it was with no legs for 2 years. Everybody else has 2 legs.
Yeah. Anyways, Jacob says, reading a Disney novel while taking his sponge bath. That's foul. Yeah.
Not seen as a
It's
real
kinda
person.
just insulting like nurses and all the parents. It's like, you didn't have it hard, don't talk about it. It's like, fuck you, I'm the one who actually had to do the shit, Noah, rather than complain about oh my god, New York Florida man's doing cocaine on stream.
Hey, New York Florida man, think we can get a hit?
Yeah, give us some of that sniff, brother.
It's alright, I'm energized by my rage at Noah this entire video, so it's all good.
Yeah, my fault. I forgot to mute it before I blew my snot.
And ultimately just exists in the film as a mere prop to make the neurotypical characters feel better about themselves. And in a lot of ways, I see a lot of parallels between this and the way Luna is treated in the Harry Potter books. Her autistic coding and how she is as a character is pretty much constantly treated as a punchline, and she is never allowed to show any kind of complexity as a character whatsoever.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
because then
not
it's
every
like you-
Not the main character.
not every character needs to be like complex, Noah. Some characters work better if they're flat, you know.
Yeah, like we didn't need to know the cop who Kyle Reese, asked what year it was backstory until fucking Terminator Genesis.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Yeah, really.
Save some for Joshy boy to her floor, man. Sniff, sniff. Yeah.
Come on, man.
And Double A's just like, oh.
Double A has lost the ability to speak. He's so mad. I'm about to once I lose my voice from yelling at Noah too much.
Yeah.
Pretty much is consistently shown to be an autistic coded prop that a lot of the other characters just get to laugh at when they want to feel better about themselves. It's honestly kind of disgusting and just downright depressing how often this happens in the books. And I think this is actually very telling when we look at the movie adaptations of the books that Luna actually appears in. While I would still say the movies definitely fall into the trap when adapting J.K. Rowling's work of not really making Luna a real character at all, it
They have
definitely
even
is
less
very...
time than the book. What makes you think they're gonna be able to fully develop her? If anything, she's gonna be less developed.
Also, Noah, okay, but let's say, like, hey, we do give her some shit, and we do make her a part of the team, or whatever the fuck. What the fuck is she even gonna do? Like, honestly.
It's like he wants her to like not act, even though the stereotypes of his are the only reason that he even thinks that she's autistic. He wants her to also not act that way at all, because then she'll be used as a prop and it'll be objectifying.
Yeah, like Double A said, this guy wants Luna to be the main character. Yeah. Oh my god. Not every character has to be explained throughout the series, retard. Yeah. Also, New York Florman, save the coke for the critical snorter. Yeah.
Oh,
Critical snorter.
Are you high? Are you on crack? Anyways.
Clearly, there were some changes.
Yeah. You're supposed to be smarter than this. Oh.
I get that snippet from Caustic.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Made to how Luna is actually treated in the movies as opposed to the books. For instance, at least in the filmmaker's case, they were smart enough to not have every character constantly calling Luna Loony Lovegood. In fact, she's only ever almost called Loony once by Hermione when she first appears in Order of the Phoenix, but Hermione actually is smart enough to stop herself at the very least.
Everyone says Loony Lovegood.
This, of course, still isn't great because it does imply that Hermione and others are probably still calling Luna this behind her
She's
back.
literally quoting other people.
Literally.
You're like the people that get mad at people for calling out a racist by quoting them saying the N-word, and you're like, I'm more mad at you than I am the person who originally said it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, she was defending Luna in that scene. It would have been totally fine for her to call her Loony Lovegood in that context.
Yeah.
At least it's more bearable than constantly seeing Luna called Loony for no real reason whatsoever by pretty much every character in these books.
They think she's Loony!
Yes.
Because it's so fucking funny.
Who would you rather they called her?
I would
yeah, there's
rather
all
call her Luna and treat her no differently and just pretend that she's not apparently autistic.
there are also the critical smoker, the critical injector, and the critical pill popper.
The 3 faces of critical.
It's the critical verse. Whenever critical drinker has an enemy he needs to slay, he blows a fucking bagpipe and goes, criticals assemble! And they all put their drugs in the middle and a big light comes out.
This guy is literally going everything against what J.K. Rowling has written about this character. That's like me saying what's wrong about a character in Star Wars that George Lucas made. Exactly.
Why is Salacious B. Crumb just laughing all the time? He is clearly autism coded, and Jabba the Hutt and Luke Skywalker do not appreciate that. And he's just objectified. He's just killed off on the barge for no reason with no development. Justice for Salacious B. Crumb.
Into the critical verse. Yeah.
I will say that at least the scene between Harry and Luna when they're going to Slughorn's party together is slightly more bearable in the movie.
The fuck is this filter he put over the movie? The fuck? This is like in a video game when your character is like low health and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's the 2005 YouTube 240p filler.
This is what I feel like this is like the view of looking into a peephole. Like Noah is looking into Looney Lovegood's dorm peephole just to see what dress she's wearing.
Otterly a pedophile. Wow.
Oh, geez.
Otterly's a peeping Tom.
Movie than it is in the book. In the movie, they don't have peas hanging around, and hearing that Harry and Luna are going to the party together, and as a result, spreading the word and causing everybody to make fun of Luna, but inevitably, they still find a way to treat this moment as a joke for no reason whatsoever.
Who are you going with?
It's a surprise. Anyway, it's you we've got to worry about. You can't just take anyone.
Well, ask someone I like. Someone cool.
Nah.
Meet Canceling.
Ah, shit. Hang on. Jacob also says Noah needs to take a seat with Chris Hansen. Yeah, apparently. Oh, he's shipping Harry and Luna together? Yeah, apparently, Double A, yeah. Oh, I think he is. Yep, apparently. His waifu. Anyways.
Especially if you're rereading these books as an adult, which unfortunately I obviously had to do for this video.
Oh, I had to read some really good books. Oh, boo.
Could have been worse, and could have made you read Earthsea.
Yes.
It truly does become all the more apparent just how toxic people are to Luna pretty much regularly throughout her life, and how this is for some reason normalized through the context of the books. And I think it's even worse that it's actually presented as something that's been normalized to her specifically as well. Like in Order of the Phoenix, there's a passage where she says, "Oh, well, they think I'm a bit odd, you know. Some people call me Looney Lovegood, actually." This is something that happens to her so frequently that in her mind, it's totally okay and normal for people to be calling her this
She didn't say
constantly.
it was okay. She said
Yeah,
she
she's
acknowledged
fine
that
with
it
it.
happens.
She's
Like-
fine with it.
Well, and she's not even expressing an opinion, positive or negative there. She just knows reality where people do call her that. And
Yeah.
like that would be a lie if she just was like, "Oh, I don't know anything. I'm oblivious." Then Noah would complain that, "Oh, why are they making her so stupid? She doesn't even know what she's called."
Yeah, like literally. I have a buddy up here in Backseatville. His name is Crap Out because he generally fails a lot at what he does. And like we all diss on him. It's like, hey, Crap Out. Does he care? No. Because he knows it's true.
I thought he would like shit his pants at some point or something.
Yeah,
And
and
with
yet
a name
he
like
misunderstood.
Crap Out, you would think he would have crapped his pants at one point in time.
Yeah, that was my point. That was the first thought of mine when he said
Yeah.
the name.
Double A says, and yet as an adult you misunderstood it. Exactly.
Yeah, you can't even understand the children's book. Maybe you should stay at that level until you like graduate a little bit there, buddy.
Dude, I was watching this video by fucking Think Before You Sleep. Do you guys know who that YouTuber is?
Oh yeah.
Dude, he made this fucking video, and literacy rates are so fucking bad that grown-ass adults can hardly read Harry Potter.
I remember hearing something about that, and I hear that dozens and dozens of teachers are quitting at tenfold because they're so sick and tired of their children being so fucking stupid and retarded and disrespectful that rather than just sticking around and helping them, they just straight up rage quit teaching.
Yeah. Nicknamed Looney Lovegood, she's characterized by her dreamy nature, honesty, and ability to see things others miss, embodying self-acceptance and authenticity. How can I understand her more than he? Because Double A, you're smart and he's not. That's why.
And that's a good point. Like I mentioned this sort of with saying it's like a character arc that they realize that she's not just a weirdo. Like by the end of the book, they cooperate and they work together towards their common goal. Like, yeah, it's revealed, or the characters sort of go through their arc of like realizing all of her good traits as they get to know her better. So at first there is animosity, and then they graduate to a greater understanding of that person. So it's like Noah, he just wants everybody to just be absolute surface level, immediately understood. Yeah.
Now I'm not even a hardcore fan. I'm just a fan of Harry Potter, but not a fanboy. Yeah.
So
dehumanizing.
I think Noah was saying, I think that the 60 IQ might have been a reference. I forget if Somalis have an average IQ of 60 or 68, maybe. But
even though very clearly it isn't. This is something that JK should have been cognizant of and realized when writing drafts for Order of the Phoenix and considering how Luna was being portrayed here to the audience and how she was being treated, especially by the core.
Obligation to do none of that shit. She's not obligated to fucking get inside your head in the future and think, wow, some guy's gonna think this is autistic coding. I better prepare for this. I better jump ahead of this.
Why didn't she predict all the crazy shit that we were going to make up in the future about her characters?
Exactly.
Characters of Harry Potter itself, but knowing her, she probably didn't care about this whatsoever. Which, of course, is exactly why Luna is portrayed
about it whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's probably like in 10 years, if somebody suddenly thinks that a Harry Potter character is trans, is somebody idiot video essayist going to be like, why didn't she think about the trans representation that she didn't even have in her book?
Right. This guy gives me metaphorically a migraine. Yeah.
Way she is in the Harry Potter books, and it's genuinely kind of depressing. Even Hermione, who was treated as an outcast,
no, that's just your general state of being. You're a depressed, crazy, dare I say, media illiterate person.
Ooh.
Harry Potter series, and also founded an entire movement trying to humanize house elves in people's eyes and make them be able to be treated better.
Yeah, and it fucking failed, yeah.
Because the house elves didn't want it. They didn't want their little white savior coming in. You should like that, Noah.
We like big slaves, yes. J.K. Rowling is like, this guy's a fucking bloody retard, yeah.
And then the one house elf that actually gets to be a free elf because Harry Potter does it for him, guess what? He ends up sacrificing himself to save Harry anyway.
Yeah. Alex says, anyone else here after Noah got exposed being a dirty plagiarist? Though to be fair, if you heard how dumb some of his original arguments are, you'd understand why he stole others. Yeah, we heard about that. Alex, last stream we did, fucking Keto called him out for it, yeah.
I'm just thinking of the JoJo meme, and I haven't even watched JoJo, but I know the one meme where he's like, Noah's next offense will be, I was only pretending to be retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say that thumbnail for the fucking Kiryu video is fucking unhinged. That's hilarious, man.
Yeah. Anyways, does Noah have a supposed Harry Potter channel? I don't think he does. He just does whatever the fuck.
No, he would never do that because he thinks the whole franchise is like toxic because of its author or whatever.
Yeah.
Also goes right ahead and treats Luna poorly as well, often ridiculing her and the fantastical creatures that she talks about, and pretty much treats her as a crazy conspiracy theorist that should never be taken seriously by anyone at all and shouldn't be humanized whatsoever. Yeah, because you totally weren't being made fun of yourself in the original books, Hermione. Clearly you don't know how that feels whatsoever. Holy crap. Interestingly enough, this is all—
Hermione is also a very logical, like, book smart person. She's not going to believe every crazy thing that is brought up by another character.
Face.
Like, again, this is just not understanding the most basic aspects of a character. It's like Hermione is logical.
She's the super ego.
You can't understand anything about the most basic concepts of a character. Either he's so culture war that he has to pretend not to understand in order to insult the work, but I actually think he's genuinely that stupid that he just doesn't understand even a kid's book's character arcs.
Also another angle that JK very intentionally seems to take with Luna a lot, directly aligning her with something akin to a conspiracy theorist or somebody who's straight up crazy, which is very harmful given the fact that Luna is very clearly an autistic coded character. This
very clearly.
Yeah, it's very clearly, because very clearly, even though I haven't explained how she is yet.
This is how you completely change the conversation and move the goalposts or whatnot. It's just like, okay, I made this claim, now I'm just going to treat it as fact, and then I'll argue everything from that position as if that's already established as a fact. It's like, no, I don't forget what you said at the beginning of the video, it's just not true.
Yeah. Anyways.
This guy, Mark Strong, Temu version here.
Yeah.
It's a very intentional move on JK's part, however, especially when we look at Luna's father, that being Xenophilius Lovegood, as I said before. Xenophilius' first name, of course, is derived from a combination of words that essentially mean the love of the strange. And oh boy, love the strange he does, as the books will tell you time and time again. For those unaware, Xenophilius' occupation in the books is as the writer for the Quibbler, as I stated before. The Quibbler is presented in the Harry Potter universe as sort of an alternative publication to the main publication that a lot of people read, that being the Daily Prophet. But as it becomes very apparent very quickly, a lot of the stuff written in the Quibbler is honestly just basically conspiracy theory stuff as it's presented in the series, since many of the things written in that publication are incredibly extreme and sometimes downright dangerous. There's the entire conspiracy theory that was propagated in his—
It's a conspiracy, man!
He equated J.K. Rowling to Alex Jones. He should realize, he was so close to getting it there, that Luna Lovegood's dad is like the Alex Jones of the Harry Potter world.
Yeah, close, but
and it's the National Enquirer, clearly. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with any print publications, Noah, because you're probably too young to, everything was digital by the time you grew up, but like, there were these magazines, they were called tabloids. Watch the first Men in Black movie, they go to get them for the crazy alien stuff. Like,
Weekly
that's
World
Luna's
News
dad.
was one of the top ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the thing.
Vampire Boy strikes again.
Yeah. It's like very clear what she's going for, and you can't even understand one of the simplest fucking story aspects.
Wah, wah. It's J.K. Rowling literally makes Luna as an unfazed person by being called odd and encourages others to be themselves. So how does J.K. Rowling make fun of her? This guy's so retarded, his has his ass backwards.
Yeah, he makes it out like Luna Lovegood is like made into a villain later in the story. Like, she's clearly a very good person who solves things that none of the other characters can solve.
Right. Hang on. Hey, Alex Jones, are they putting chemicals in the water to turn the otters gay?
No, they make the otters retarded and autistic.
Yeah. Exactly, John. Luna's father's a journalist. Yeah. Anyways.
Publication about Sirius Black being Stubby Boardman, the lead singer of a popular singing group. And another one he's shown intentionally trying to propagate in the books is claiming that Cornelius Fudge is a goblin serial killer. So essentially, Xenophilius and his publication The Quibbler are basically shown as the Harry Potter equivalent of the conspiracy theorist Sloan and his YouTube channel, which of course is a conspiracy theory channel that I've debunked before here on YouTube. But interestingly enough, Luna is depicted in the books as often repeating a lot of what her father says. She was raised by a single father, given the fact her mother died when she was 9 years old, so Xenophilius has been
kids take after their parents? Say it ain't so.
I know, right?
This kind of information for a long time. So essentially, because of this especially, JK has not only completely dehumanized—
Yeah, he did say especially.
You gonna ask me a question next?
Luna with the way she's written her, but she's also directly associated her being an autistic coded character with being a crazy conspiracy theorist. And that is incredibly dangerous and honestly just downright harmful when it comes to depictions of autistic people overall.
It's not a depiction of an autistic person.
So,
and by the way, this is all sounding like some kind of crazy conspiracy theory.
I know, right? Oh my god.
Oh, I just can't stand how he continually goes, this is problematic whenever you're portraying autistic people. It's like, she wasn't doing that. Only you made up.
Is that Noah? Oh, he definitely would have been a pass-around playboy in a cell block. Yeah.
This can absolutely lead to a lot of harmful beliefs about people on the spectrum overall, with them just being boiled down to
I'm gonna
simply—
make up that Thanos,
that movie is fucking terrible.
It is, yeah.
I'm gonna make up that Thanos is ginger coated, and then every bad thing that he says, I'm gonna be like, wow, the Russo brothers were really problematic making gingers look like this. And they're like, but he's not a ginger. I'm like, no, he's ginger coated, I swear. You shouldn't have made us seem like
he doesn't have a
the
skull,
universe.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's the equivalent of what's going on here. Make up that someone is something and then have a problem with everything related to that group. It's like
being crazy. And this is something that J.K. Rowling pretty much completely perpetuated here by writing Luna directly like this. Whether
Wrong.
this
You
wasn't
perpetuated it by making it seem, by saying that she was autism coded.
intentional or not, although knowing JK, I'm gonna assume it was intentional, this is absolutely spreading harmful beliefs and stereotypes about autistic people in general. And it's incredibly saddening to see a character.
He said it was intentional?
He's saying that it's intentional because he's basically saying that J.K. Rowling is a hateful person because she doesn't want trannies to be in the same prisons as real women.
So she intentionally wrote an autistic character just to poke fun at autistic people.
It's even more general than that. Basically, he's saying that because she did this thing that I deem as horrible, now every horrible thing I can make up that she could have said, she obviously did it intentionally.
So he's probably got other J.K. Rowling videos then, right?
Maybe. He probably mentions her in other ones as like, you know, Thanos is pretty hateful. Remind you of anyone? Shows footage of J.K. Rowling.
Anyways, remember, these are the same people who get mad at you if you come to the wrong political interpretation of a piece of media. Meanwhile, they're out here saying characters are race or disability coded. Yeah.
They're also the people who say, you lack media literacy. Meanwhile, they can't understand children's books' character arcs.
Literally.
Characters like Luna constantly get treated like this.
And they say things like, especially.
Yeah.
Especially. Yeah. Or chrism. Yeah.
Yeah. Chrism.
Overall. And believe it or not, this is not the only time that J.K. Rowling has very intentionally fumbled an autistic coded character. I've seen some people make the argument for someone like Severus Snape being autistic coded, which honestly
why not?
in some
Yeah, why not? Just everyone's autistic coded in Harry Potter, of course.
By the way, Severus Snape is like one of the most beloved characters from Harry Potter. So
Literally.
just pick two of them.
Oh, John, don't you know? He's just a dogged nice guy. He just wanted to have sex with Lily. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So she was written to be autistic, but J.K. Rowling just fumbled the ball, right?
Right.
That's it. She intended to do it correctly, but somewhere in the midst of her writings, just completely fumbled.
It's also like clearly they're meant to be autistic, but here's all these things that don't match up with her being autistic. All these horrible things that she's making up. It's like, well, maybe it's because she's not autistic, you idiot.
could see that. He very blatantly is shown to not have a lot of social connection as a child and definitely sees the world very differently from those around him, even the other wizards in his life. He also is incredibly studious in a lot of his classes and does display a number of hyperfixations and also a strong sense of justice. Initially, before going to Hogwarts, he befriends Lily, who of course
the dude from Death Note is autistic because he has a sense of justice.
Right?
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's made up every fucking characteristic under the sun to be autistic, so I guess you can't not be autistic at this point.
I mean, we're all autistic, right?
Yeah.
We're all sons of the autistics now.
Is Harry's future mother, and the two of them end up bonding given the fact they're two young children that are seen as outcasts by Muggle society for their magical abilities. Severus' father, a Muggle.
All you autistic people, you're all outcasts and losers.
Yeah,
That's what Noah said, not me. So.
Yeah. Anyways.
Ended up abusing him many times for being a wizard, and Lily's sister, also a Muggle, ended up verbally abusing her many times for being a witch. This is something that ended up resulting in them growing close as friends until they received their invitation letters to Hogwarts. And while at Hogwarts, since they got sorted into different hats, they ended up growing gradually farther apart. Although inevitably, already right here, we start to see a real issue with how JK very intentionally once again tries to write an autistic coded character like Snape. In the
very
book, Snape
intentionally. Or she just wrote a fucking ostracized weirdo goth kid, which is probably what Snape was.
Yeah. He probably thinks Captain Marvel's autistic, yeah. Imagine a real Harry Potter fan watches this video. They were roasting shit out of him and educate him to the highest degree on the wizarding world. This guy's a tourist fan, yeah.
I mean, even we're able to do it, like, not having any Harry Potter experts. It's like, The
I
shit
never
he's
even
getting
seen
wrong.
the fucking movies or read the books.
The shit that he gets wrong is so basic and conceptual. It's like anybody could find this stupid. It's a very criticism friendly video because you don't have to know shit about it.
Yeah.
Portrayed as being obsessed with Lily, honestly to an unhealthy degree. Obviously, eventually Lily does get with James Potter, who's also one of the students at Hogwarts around this time, and they eventually have Harry together down the line. However, the idea of Lily and James being together is something that Snape is constantly shown to not be able to let go of whatsoever. He and James constantly butt heads, and James also ends up tormenting him a lot as well. Obviously, James' actions are also inexcusable here, but it's also just genuinely unhealthy how obsessed Snape is with Lily. He cannot let go of this desire for her, which honestly has transformed from any kind of real love to just straight up obsession. And eventually it gets to the point where he calls her a mudblood, which is very commonly considered a slur in the wizarding world, simply because of the fact she is with James instead of him. And this is ultimately what ends any kind of friendship they had previously altogether. Lily wants nothing to do with Snape after this, and honestly rightfully so. However, even after this, while he could have been portrayed as being able to give himself a chance to move on and find happiness in life, he is still constantly and very intentionally shown to be obsessed with her after this, to the point where it is actively hurting him and everybody else around him. And even after her death, he literally goes into her house and is cradling her there. Snape's obsession in the books is honestly portrayed as very unhealthy. And funny enough, this is yet again another very harmful stereotype.
That she died.
Yeah,
she'd just be like, fucking bitch deserved it, and spit on her corpse whenever he goes into the house. Like,
what is a healthy way of handling somebody dying in front of you? Like,
Jesus. He's like, here's my first rewrite for you, JK. Now that we're gonna remake your movies. First of all,
the guy should have just kept on walking and minded his business.
Snape walks into the house and he's like, yeah, got what you wanted, mud-blooded cunt. He just like kicks the corpse. Like there, that's much better autistic representation. Is just have him be a piece of shit towards his old dead friend.
Talking to a dead body like, you fucking dick, you got what you say, you like it, huh?
Fucking hell. We're going to hell. Anyways. Snape is autistic. Bruh. Yeah.
About autistic people being intentionally perpetuated by JK here. While it is less shown in the movies because, once again, JK had less control over the movies as opposed to the own book she was writing, Snape is constantly shown as being downright obsessed to an unhealthy degree, and very darkly so, with one particular person. And this is actually a very harmful stereotype that a lot of people do often have about autistic people. Something like The Fanatic with John Travolta also very intentionally does this as well, showing its main autistic character of Moose being darkly and unhealthily obsessed with an actor
that...
You never go full retard.
Never go full retard.
Well, also, like, everything that he's accusing JK of is actually just what Noah's doing. Because none of the characters are autistic, so every time he brings up a negative stereotype that JK did, or a bad action that he has the autistic person do that JK did, it's
that
actually
literally
him
came from his head.
Yeah, it's him thinking of these characters as autistic, so he's the one who thinks autistic people are like that, apparently.
Exactly.
Literally, it's the living embodiment of the phrase, every accusation is a confession.
Yeah.
I can't even
Snape
realize
does the
that he's
Cupid
fucking
shuffle
saying
instead
about
of crying. Yeah, Snape does the Cupid shuffle instead of crying.
He made these autistic characters do all these horrible, or she made all these autistic characters do these horrible things, which is, of course, a stereotype of autistic people, so she shouldn't have done it. It's like, then why the fuck do you think they're autistic if you don't believe the stereotype?
Because shut up, that's why.
Oh, this movie sucks so much, man.
By the way, you guys want to know something funny about The Fanatic?
What, Evan?
The guy who directed that movie is
Fred Durst. It's Fred Durst.
Roll.
Yeah,
no, you're
Limp
fucking
Bizkit.
shitting me, right?
Oh.
No, we're not
why the
shitting.
movie.
Literally, New York, Florida, that's who it is.
You got that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Surely he's
Look it
directed
up,
more
like,
after
real-
this, right?
real fast.
He didn't. Nah, this was his last film.
Oh, what?
It was his last film, and then he went on to appear in other masterful works of film, like I Saw the TV Glow and Y2K.
Mm. Oh, Y2K with Rachel Zegler?
Yes. A movie so great, the vultures came to see it too.
Well, I'm sure, as far as I've heard about that movie, it's one of the few Blumhouse ones because they're so low budget. It's like one of the few ones that actually lost money.
Yeah.
It was an A24 movie, and yeah, that one.
Oh,
actually lost
A24,
money.
yeah. I just remember it has
The
super
only
small
person
budget
that
and still
came to
managed
see
lose
that
money.
movie in my theater was a homeless lady looking for a place to sleep.
Oh. Anyways.
Likes. And it gets to the point where he ends up stalking this actor, trespassing on his property, and kidnapping him too. In a lot of ways, this is also the kind of harmful stereotype that JK is perpetuating here with Snape. At least when it comes to the version of the character in the books, anyway.
Except last time I checked, Snape didn't fucking break into anyone's house and try to, like, do bad shit to them, lady.
Yep. JK kind of looks like she could be the Luna Lovegood actress's mom, too.
Yeah.
They look kind of similar.
Yeah, does the word always mean nothing or have any bearing to his love for his childhood friend? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lily? Always. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. And we got Jacob saying Limp Bizkit is what Fred Durst calls his erectile dysfunction. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyways, keep going.
Oh my gosh.
Very clearly a pattern she has had for a long time when writing these kinds of autistic coded characters, but I think actually perhaps the worst example of her very intentionally and blatantly trying to thrash an autistic coded character would be none other than Newt Scamander from the Fantastic Beasts movies, which JK had some writing credit on. Now, I do want to preface this by saying I actually think Newt is genuinely a good example of an autistic coded protagonist. Although inevitably it's not JK at all who's responsible for this.
Of course.
However, as
Of course. It's somebody else who's like who the reason that those films are good. Of course.
It's also not JK who's called any of these characters autistic, but I'm sure we'll still give her all the crap for autistic stereotypes being perpetuated. So
Right.
We'll give her all the negatives, no positives.
Also, we'll just attribute things that she never even dreamed of to her with no recourse.
After watching his pathetic video, I'm considered autistic too. Oh no!
we'll get into here shortly. For those unaware, Newt Scamander is a magizoologist, aka somebody who takes care of magical creatures and is also the author of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in the Wizarding World universe. A version of this book was published.
Oh no!
By Rowling
X-ray
herself.
girl near it.
In 2001, but this book didn't really have any kind of story to it, since it was more just a general documentation of various magical creatures in the Wizarding World universe. In 2016, however, a movie—
So he's basically the David Attenborough of this world? Got it. It's Mahler's brother, yeah.
was actually produced that is very loosely based on this book, and features its author, Newt Scamander, arriving in New York in the 1920s and having to track down a variety of magical creatures that have gotten loose. Newt is very—
yes, the most magical of creatures. A platypus, of course.
very clearly shown to be a very autistic coded character, and that's helped a lot by the great
very
performance by—
autistic coded
Clearly.
character.
Man, the word coded has done more work than any word has ever done in this video.
Yes.
He is literally just using coded as an excuse for his entire criticism.
The amount of times he said coded is like, I don't know if you ever watched one of those videos of George Bush back in the day, a compilation of him saying the word terrorism, terrorism, over and over again. That's what this guy's fucking doing. Coding. Clearly
The only
coding.
thing better than that George Bush did for the world is putting an extra U in the word nuclear.
Yeah.
Nobody says it right even to this day. It's always nuclear.
I bet Noah's imaginary friend is autistic too, probably.
Yeah, and then after he writes his own, he makes up his own imaginary friend that nobody else has ever He's never like said out loud to anybody. He'll get mad at somebody if they have a negative stereotype about them. He'll be like, "Wow, you're autistic, angry." It's like, you didn't tell me they were autistic. It's like, that doesn't matter.
Eddie Redmayne here, who, by the way, has also very actively spoken out against J.K. Rowling for her pretty awful beliefs about trans people in general, so good
idiot.
on him. Another reason to love Newt Scamander. But perhaps interestingly enough, unlike every other autistic-coded character I've discussed today, Newt actually is a real character. He is actually a pretty complex, well-thought...
God, you're gonna show for the Fantastic
Holy
Beast
glazed, holy glazed.
I haven't heard anybody defend the Fantastic Beast movies in a long time. I mean, this is their main character, so...
Anyways.
Now, genuinely what I heard about the Fantastic Beasts is the two things. One, Johnny Depp being replaced, and two, Dumbledore being gay.
Yeah. That's literally the whole film series claim to fame. No cap.
Yep.
Oh, it even had Ezra Miller in it, and I rarely hear anyone talk about him in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good autistic coded protagonist. And he doesn't at all lean into any kind of negative stereotypes. And just in general, he
and
might
yet
be
you
one
still
of the
think
most
he's autistic.
Yes.
Unique protagonists in a major American blockbuster film of the past 25 years in general. In most major American films of the last 25 years, at least those that feature male protagonists, the male protagonists portray a very specific kind of masculinity that most Hollywood audiences have been conditioned to seeing in their male heroes, especially when it comes to blockbuster action films. Sometimes they're guys that need to come into their own and find their own strength in general. Or sometimes they're guys that are incredibly quippy and always have some sort of clapback to any sort of danger around them. But Newt is so interesting because he portrays a very specific kind of masculinity that isn't really shown in a lot of major American films, especially with male protagonists.
He's a pussy, is that what you mean?
He's not
This is
quippy.
also all complete bullshit. He said in the last 25 years, are you kidding me? You think characters have gotten more masculine recently? Are you a fucking idiot? Like, just watch any... Oh my god. He's showing like some of the few good ones, like Star-Lord and shit, and then like he's like completely ignoring all the fucking Star Wars movies that have these little prissy boy... or it's like told that it's bad if Poe Dameron questions the woman at all.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. He's like, here's this thing that totally doesn't exist anymore, but it's clearly the trope. It's not the trope to have the little pussy boy anymore, even though that actually is the trope at this point.
Let's keep going. There it is, the alphabet people agenda. Yeah. Noah's the type of guy to call the police to make a report that his drugs were stolen.
That's stupid.
Noah's the type of guy that doesn't let anyone sit next to him because he's saving the seed for his imaginary friend.
Upfront or even that confrontational in general at all. He's not someone who goes up and straight up laughs at danger, nor is he ever really shown to be that skilled in combat either. He is simply a very timid but genuinely very caring person that really does show empathy for pretty much everybody around him.
You know what?
So in other words, he's a pussy. Got it.
Noah,
Animal.
If you were talking about woman characters in the last 25 years as like major Hollywood studio protagonists, then I would say that all these traits that you just named are more unique because they're all portrayed in the masculine way that you're saying men are portrayed as.
Yeah.
And human alike. Obviously, being a magizoologist, he has dedicated his life to caring and nurturing for these fantastic beasts, in addition to writing several textbooks for people on them and hoping to foster more understanding for these creatures in general. Think of him almost like a wizard version of Steve Irwin in that sense. But Newt's empathy also does
out your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Extend to humanity as well, especially people that are discriminated against or marginalized. This is especially evidenced in the first film with his disgust at how American wizards treat non-magical people.
Mr. Scamander, do you know anything about the wizarding community in America?
I do know a few things, actually. I know that you have rather backwards laws about relations with non-magic people, that you're not meant to befriend them, that you can't marry them, which seems mildly absurd to me.
Who's gonna marry him?
Unlike all of the other
Yeah, who's gonna marry that fat ass right there? Exactly. Noah and Evelyn should start their own law firm. Oh, God.
I thought you were going to say podcast.
That'll be the fucking day.
Officers around him, Newt is actually able to extend empathy and understanding to Jacob when nobody else is able to do that. It's his own perspective on the world around him that is so different from everybody else's that ultimately is the thing that saves the day at the very end of the film. His autistic coded personality and his ability to share empathy.
Oh my god, so autistic people are kind. Noah, if I'm any indication, no they aren't. They really, really aren't, okay? We really aren't. Embrace your inner villainy, Noah. We all know it's inside you. You already got caught for plagiarism. You might as well get caught for more shit, my guy.
Empathy with everybody around him and really listen to those around him that don't always get listened to. It's shown to be a key trait that a lot of people around him tend to lack and is the thing that allows him to save the day by the end of the film. Shockingly, against probably
Lovegood
all
does that exact same thing, but you think it's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, is it because she's not the protagonist, so she's not allowed to help the main characters?
Yep.
The odds in the world, Newt is actually a very well realized, genuinely complex, and well written autistic coded protagonist.
Oh yes, he's so complex because he's kind. Good to know.
He also has
And for me-
no character arc, so I'm not surprised that Noah likes him.
Yeah.
Personally, I would probably say he's one of my favorites as well, which I think does help a lot that he's not actually written by J.K. Rowling. And he is portrayed by a guy that is actively...
He still created the character, dumbass, so yes, he is written by her.
I mean, she's still in her world.
Yeah, she has more script duties in this movie than she did during any of the main movies, and yet for some reason, because he can't correlate in his head that like J.K. Rowling did something good in his mind, he has to be like, oh, well, she didn't really have that much to do. It was clearly written in spite of her in this instance. All the bad stuff was her, even though she was less involved in those movies. It's like she's the screenwriter for these. She's more involved in these ones.
He acknowledged earlier in the video, yeah.
He just like made up in his head that all the good stuff is not her.
Yeah. Noah
Good
and Emily
stuff in his mind. I don't even
Noah
like this character.
makes his girlfriend or wife dress up like Luna Lovegood, yeah.
He's spoken out against her as well, which also helps. There's a lot of traits of myself I see in Newt, such as his real passion and love for animals,
And the fact you're both pussies. Oh, I get why. He loves animals, so that means Newt will love Noah. Oh, God. Fucking furries. So Noah is okay with anybody directing a movie or show as long as they meet his social and political preferences and standards and also beliefs. Grifting, yeah. Look at Noah here. He's like, notice me, Newt Senpai! Notice me!
also his willingness to
Sorry,
hear out those
Noah,
around.
I'm not into otters.
Yeah.
And also, Noah,
there's
like,
birds right here, as you can see. Yeah.
the
I'm
character,
something of a hyena guy myself.
the character being like you is not a point in its favor. That's just called catering, and it's the cheapest version of it. It's just going for your immutable characteristic is the only reason why you liked him, which is made up, by the way, because he's not even autistic. But you know, I imagine that he was like me in this one respect. Therefore, good character. It's like, really. As a broad-nosed person, he has a broad nose, therefore good character.
Would Rags from EFAP get along with Noah? No, he really, really would not. Hashtag furry, yeah.
Around him that might not always get hurt. These are traits that a lot of autistic people tend to resonate with overall, and also Newt's perceived social awkwardness, and also how he doesn't really like me.
Look, Noah, what you're doing is like, if you really are autistic, which who knows, because you'd have been known to be a fucking liar. But if you really are autistic, this would be like me saying, "Oh, hey, this other guy is a furry, so he must be autistic coded." It's like, I don't think they're all furry. I don't think Backseat is a furry just because you are and you're autistic, Noah.
Fuck
no. Better yet, Newt is a big animal lover, and he's hugging all sorts of furry things. Therefore, he's furry coded.
There you go.
He's saying, the average autistic person can relate to this. That forgetting that autism is a spectrum, a huge spectrum of different variations and levels of autism. Some drastic, some not so drastic, So what is the average autistic person to this guy? You know, who's the one really being?
Yeah, that's something Noah
insensitive to
himself
autistic
even acknowledged. That's something Noah even acknowledged in the video. It says the spectrum, yet he's out here acting like they're all the fucking same. What the fuck, Noah?
You know, one of the few characters from like a major motion picture that I can remember actually being autistic, not this bullshit coded shit that he's trying, was it was what I believe it was the Blue Ranger in the live action Power Rangers movie that came out in like 2017.
Oh,
They
that
said,
shit
like,
one, yeah.
they were like, I'm on the spectrum. They literally like name it, I remember outright. So, but he's not going to talk about that because he's not interested in an unpopular character from an unpopular movie. He's going to try and cram autism into some other character that has nothing to do with it because they're from something more popular.
Mm-hmm. He is aware that J.K. Rowling is a liberal, right? Just doesn't believe in transgender rights or equality / beliefs. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's only certain transgender shit. She's mainly like, they can't use all the same facilities when it's been shown that women get fucking raped in prison because of this.
Right. Yeah. Nope, you have to be 100% on his side or you're bad. And you probably deserve death or some shit. Anyway.
At all, and also is sensitive to being touched. Newt is genuinely a good autistic coded protagonist and easily one of the most unique protagonists.
Hey guys, Chris from Family Guy is autistic because in the one episode they're all starting to fight and somebody touches him and he goes, "I don't like to be touched." So now Chris is now autism coded according to Noah.
In a blockbuster film. So if Newt is actually a well-written autistic coded protagonist, what exactly did J.K. Rowling do to trash him? Well, while Newt was given the spotlight to show all his incredible empathy and just how good of a character he is in the first Fantastic Beasts film, by the time the second came around, it became very clear what J.K.'s real agenda was with this character overall. While it is pretty obvious if you watch the first Fantastic Beasts movie compared to the other two, that Warner Brothers was probably very likely holding J.K. back on a lot of her typical writing tropes.
This is like whenever Dave Filoni writes some shit and then afterwards, whenever everybody knows that it's shit, they're like, "Oh, he must have been interfered with." It's like, it's kind of the opposite of that. It's like, well, she couldn't have been involved in the one that I liked, therefore she clearly was held back.
Yeah.
This is the one time that I'll say studio executives were good because they held back the transphobe. Even though I have nothing to back that up.
Yeah. If Chris Griffin is autistic, then Peter Griffin's autistic. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey Noah, hey Noah, hey Noah, Noah. He's like, "I'm not touching you."
Yeah.
Given just how big of a success the first film was, grossing over $800 million over a $175 million budget, inevitably Warner.
What does this have to do with anything?
Brothers made these.
He's going to show, because now this is what he did. He did reverse. He did the equation in reverse. He's like, this movie was more successful and more well received than the other two. So how do I make J.K. Rowling look bad with those results? Oh, I'll say that she was less involved in the financially and more critically successful one. That way, so he worked backwards and came to his conclusion that way.
I bet his parents are proud of him. Yeah. Anyways.
Very unwise decision of letting JK go nuts with the last two films, and this is where all the problems came in. Oh boy.
Doesn't even make sense logically, because J.K. Rowling would have had more control when she was riding the high of like the whole Harry Potter franchise with the first film. She would have logically had less control after the first movie was like somewhat tepidly received. She would have had less cachet and like lost more control as the story went on.
Right.
Was already became very apparent in the very notoriously messy film Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. This film apparently was supposed to be the start of setting up an epic duel that was briefly sort of hinted at in the books and took place between Albus Dumbledore and Gellert Grindelwald. But the problem is, the first movie is a pretty simple movie on its own, and it mostly focuses on Newt. Sure, Grindelwald shows up in it, but he's at the very end, and he's not really a major plot point in that movie at all. Most of the movie is the cast thinking he's a different guy altogether. So already, this is a pretty flimsy basis to try to launch an entire 5-film franchise, apparently to set up this epic duel between Dumbledore and Grindelwald with. But it becomes even worse when you remember that Newt was the main character in that first film. So take a wild guess what J.K. very intentionally ended up doing to Newt in both the second Fantastic Beasts film and even more so in the third. You guessed it, completely shafted him and moved him off to the side. So now, Newt, despite being genuinely a good autistic coded protagonist, was not even the protagonist of these movies anymore. But
oh, this happens to fucking characters all the time as more characters get added in and, you know, plots develop in certain directions. It's like, it's not a bad thing if characters end up, like, shrinking in relevance as the story progresses. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Well, yeah, plus, like, Newt was a pretty... There wasn't really much to do with him in the first movie. I think 5 movies of Newt would have gotten a little bit boring.
Yeah.
It's like, he still loves animals. He's still nice. It's like, okay.
Honestly, in a lot of ways, if you look at the second 2 Fantastic Beasts films, I honestly don't know if you can really pinpoint a main protagonist in any of those movies overall. Given the fact JK wanted to completely reroute Fantastic Beasts to be about this epic duel she was planning between Grindelwald and Dumbledore, she inevitably pretty much completely wrecked things and made things really unfocused in general. There's a whole plot point in the second film about Nagini, Voldemort's snake, being introduced as an Asian woman who's being used as an attraction in a fair in France, and then that doesn't go anywhere for no reason whatsoever, despite the fact it's introduced randomly. There's a whole thing about Credence
maybe I missed it. Where exactly is your source that J.K. Rowling is the one that changed these latter 2 movies?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any, like, has anybody said this other than you?
It's like,
it's like you're just pulling it out of your ass because you came to this conclusion already.
Yeah. Trump's like, wrong. 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 Yeah.
He says things and they don't make any sense and nobody's ever said them. And he says them like they're facts. And, you know, that's not how a book works. You don't make the history after the history. It's just not happening.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Anyways.
Miller's character from the previous film somehow coming back despite being exploded. He literally
he's got the same
self-destructs.
haircut as that knight in the lesbian game.
Yeah. My sources are I made it the fuck up.
Exactly.
At the end
He's
of
like,
the
here's
first
the
film, but
scenario that makes J.K. Rowling look bad. Therefore, this is what happened.
somehow he's back? All right then, I guess? And now for some reason, Queenie, who was a pretty chill person in the first film, is now completely demonic, brainwashing Jacob. All because she wants him under her spell so he'll stay with her. What even is this? Honestly, I think the only highlight in these latter two films is probably Jude Law's performance as Dumbledore, because he does do a very good job in that role. But it is very clear that having JK come in and try to reroute everything was a giant mistake on Warner Brothers' part.
I don't think he does do a good job. He acts nothing like Dumbledore. I mean, I know he's a lot younger, but it's also like he's just kind of like generic cool guy in these films, whereas Dumbledore was always a little eccentric and like a little weird. Which probably makes Noah think he's autistic or something, but
are so unfocused to varying degrees, and Newt once again is not even the main character anymore. It sucks because he is genuinely a very good autistic coded protagonist in that first film, and there's a lot of things that I think still
said the
resonate
same
with a lot of
thing 4
autistic.
fucking times. We get it. You like Newt, and he was sidelined. Like, how many more times can you say it?
Yes, he could say it more times. You think the Fantastic Beasts franchise has pronouns? What do you guys think?
I don't think it has much of anything. It's pretty fucking shallow.
Yeah.
Like, most of the criticisms he's saying are true. The made up part is just that he's attributing them all to J.K. Rowling, and then all the shit that he's saying is good is pretty much like simple nothing burgers. So I don't even know if probably it doesn't have pronouns, because J.K. would probably shut that down.
Yeah. Let's keep going here.
People in there as well. But of course, JK doesn't care about that and wants to come in and insert her own haphazard narrative in a place where it doesn't make any sense to be implemented at all. It is absolutely mind-blowing to me, and for me, the worst example of her very intentionally doing harm to an autistic-coded character, then she took an actually good autistic-coded character that she didn't write and intentionally shafted him, just for her own personal
really
gain.
just thinks this is what happened.
I have a counter for how many times he says autistically coded.
Literally.
He just makes something up and then is like, wow, I can't believe that she did this.
Overall, while it probably shouldn't come as any surprise at this point, J.K. Rowling is very bad at writing her autistic-coded characters in any meaningful way. And just in general, she seems to spread a lot of harmful stereotypes about autism.
Stereotypes?
Well, yeah, when you make up a whole characteristic for a character and then say she's bad at representing that characteristic because of all these characters that I shoved it into, then yeah, I don't think the problem is the author. I think the problem is you shoving that characteristic in there.
Yeah.
It's like me saying, you know, all you Backseat boys, you guys are all really bad black-coded representation. You don't act black at all. None of us are black, John. Yeah, well, I'm just saying you're very black.
Well, yeah, we're black-coded because we have this. We're black-coded, John, because we have this clip on our show.
Yo, homeboy! Welcome to the hood, brother!
And then I call you all racist for not acting stereotypical enough.
Yeah.
And when writing these kinds of characters overall, especially with Luna and Snape, J.K. Rowling is a pretty terrible person overall, and it does make it very hard to anything
you
Harry
don't know
Potter.
people. You can't just say that.
Yeah. You don't know me, bro. Anyways.
Related, even something like the first Fantastic Beasts movie, which I do like, just simply knowing the kind of terrible person she is and also what she did to Newt later in those movies as well. But I do want to suggest some other media that I think actually has good autism coding or representation.
Here we go. Time for him to list off like a lot of his favorite schlock now.
Massacre a family or something like that.
She was transphobic, which is pretty much genocide.
Yeah, Alex the critic, exactly. We joked about this before you shut up. This video really could have been half as long as it is, but I think Noah padded it out with repetitive nonsense in order to milk more money out of the AdSense.
Alex, you're going to get some more of the padding where he brings up random other fantasy novels to plug.
Yeah. The Backseat Boys are more black than John Roca, yeah.
Representation in it overall that you might find as good alternatives to something like Harry Potter, which obviously doesn't treat autistic coded characters good at all. I think even with bad rep like this out there, it's important to highlight the good stuff as well, since there is still a lot of good examples of good autism coding in media overall. And I think it's important to highlight that and share with others, especially those that are on the spectrum like myself.
Congratulations, you want to recommend good things and trash on bad things. Thank you for explaining the concept of recommendations.
Probably the most obvious example, given the fact it does have a lot of parallels to Harry Potter, but much more positive representation.
Well, I've already seen Ant plug this one, so I'm gonna go pour a drink.
Swipe
when
left.
they came up with this idea that it was autistically coded and ran with it and been thinking about it ever since, and just been making it up in his own head as he goes along, to the point where he came up with this. He's like, yeah, I just gotta make a video about it.
Yeah. Mommy, J.K. Rowling is mean to me. She's hating on what I believe. Hashtag autistic gate, yeah.
I definitely want to suggest the Owl House. The Owl House is, in my opinion, one of the best things Disney Channel has ever done.
Really, dude? One of the best things Disney Channel has ever done? I think we can all sit here and name shows better on the Disney Channel, right, guys? Oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous. John, you gotta get back here and stop and get a load of this glazing. Fuck.
Of course, has many parallels to Harry Potter in terms of its setting and also things in it, such as a magic.
John, Noah just said that fucking Owl House is one of the best things Disney Channel ever made.
Well, Noah, you've probably never watched anything more than 5 years old, so maybe out of all the, I'm just going to use that as an insult, I hope Backseat is not offended, maybe as opposed to all the autistic, retarded crap that's been put in over the last 5 years, it's the best.
Yeah. Oh my god, anyways.
School, a young protagonist learning from an older mentor, things like that in general. But
well, hang on, Noah. Ants will just tell you that that's just a ripoff of the Earthsea books and shit.
A young protagonist learning from a mentor? That's like one of the most basic character setups in storytelling since time immemorial.
Literally, yeah.
He's like, oh, it has this common aspect.
It's like, no fucking shit. I always think of Owl House as the Stone Toss cartoon because I heard a joke about how similar the show's art style is to Stone Toss's, and that's the only impression the show has made on me. Yeah, Alex, it's like Stone Toss, but if Stone Toss was lame and gay.
I never heard of Stone Toss. What's that?
It's like he's a cartoonist on Twitter who makes like fun of liberals.
Oh,
He makes
those cartoons.
Yeah, he makes like strip comics. Yeah.
Are they
So
the ones
Noah
with like
likes
the little curly Q hair in the front and like the little kind of ovally
Yeah,
shaped
that's him,
heads?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noah apparently just likes baby shows. Yeah, this show, like, honestly isn't even for babies or adults. It's made for this weird ass people who exist in this limbo state where they want everything super childish but also super mature at the same time.
I probably said this when Ant covered it, but this lady looks like the main character there, the tanned one.
Yeah.
She looks like the protagonist from the Adventures of Superman show, Lois Lane.
Lois, yeah.
Hey, Lois.
Yeah.
But unlike Harry Potter,
Somebody
it's very much
spliced Peter Griffin into the New Adventures of Superman show, just talking to Lois Lane. Hey, Lois, look, there's a freaking laser here.
queer positive and has a lot of great queer rap, and it also.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. That's all they fucking talk about.
No.
It's got great queer rep. That's it.
Look at the imagery here. This lesbian has to fight off the massive phallic object. Away with you, penis!
Yeah. Back! I am.
She looks like a hieroglyph.
Wow, that is some glory hole right there.
She looks like the fucking like hieroglyph in this still frame. She's like doing the perfect sideways pose.
Yeah, like step off! Yeah.
Judo chop.
Judo chop.
That shit looks like glory hole hentai.
Well, yeah. Oh, but the show's like actually like really good. As fucking Jeremy used to say that shit all the goddamn time. Oh my god.
And I would like literally. Here's what I remember from Jeremy. I would say, like, you know, I've never watched this show, but I can say that the art style doesn't look good. And he'd be like, you're commenting on the show and all you know is the art style? I'd be like, I literally just said that all I know is the art style.
No, not Zuma fan, Jeremy.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, that is Zuma, I guess, that said that.
Yeah, that was Zuma, yeah. Anyways.
Does have some great neurodivergent coding as well. With its
Oh my god, yeah, like I said, it's all they fucking talk about the show. It's just, oh, the representation's good. What's the plot? How is the plot good?
And if that's one of the first things that you list, I'm just going to assume the basic elements are shit.
Yes.
Because otherwise you would have complimented those first.
Right.
Character of Luce. Luce is pretty blatantly shown to be a very ADHD coded character. Luce is very blatantly shown to be someone that has a hard time fitting in with her peers overall and has a lot of different hyperfixations. She loves anime, she loves comic books, she loves a lot of nerdy things in general, but she is treated like an outcast for having a lot of these different hyperfixations than girls her age.
I'm willing to bet you guys like $5 right now that she's a fake geek girl, you know what I'm saying?
Well, apparently Otterly Noah is a sexist because he thinks that the only women who could be into comic books or anime or any of that shit are apparently autistic ones, I guess.
Fucking Christ.
I, for one, reject the hateful views of Otterly Noah, and I think normal women, not only is it okay, but it's actually really sexy whenever a woman's into anime, so, you know.
Yeah, Otterly Noah, you racist. Anyways.
Overall. That all changes when she's whisked away to the Boiling Isles, however. And especially when she meets Amity, who she eventually falls in love with and ends up in a relationship.
Also, John, this bitch right here with like the damn fucking giant hair. John, you remember Katya from Telltale's The Walking Dead?
God. Oh yeah. She had like brown hair that was that
she's
long.
voice
shit,
fire,
right?
yeah.
Oh.
So there's some trivia, I guess.
Thanks.
What's this goofballs video about? Oh my god, Briscoe, you need to go back. It's fucking retarded.
That's okay, because I've been repeating my points the whole time because he keeps repeating his. Basically, it's a whole video about how all these characters who J.K. Rowling never intended to be autistic, Otterly Noah made up in his head that they were autistic, and then he said that they were a bunch of bad stereotypes of autistic people after he made it up.
Right.
In a nutshell, yeah, basically.
Listen, no dumb broad would like these shows and comics unless they were retarded. Apparently. Oh my god. Fuck.
And
I don't
you
wanna
support
say
this hate? Jeez.
too much about the Owl House if you haven't seen it already, but it's definitely a very well-written show, and I highly recommend it.
Really? It's well written. Can you tell us a little bit about the plot?
You know, this is consistent though, because earlier he said J.K. Rowling is like clearly transphobic, and I won't get too into it. It's because he has no supporting evidence for these claims.
Yeah.
Owl House is good or J.K. is transphobic, so he has to just breeze over it. I won't get into it right now, but
I definitely think Dana Terrace is someone who does a lot of things right with her writing overall.
Yeah, she does a lot of things right, which is why she keeps getting fired and all her shows keep getting canceled. Yeah, okay.
I thought you were against cancel culture. You're okay with a show getting canceled?
So basically the same thing weirdos do with everything, lol, yeah.
I have a lot of respect for her as a creator. Another one that I'll recommend that probably is also very obvious is none other than the Percy Jackson book series.
Of course.
Obviously, this is also another very blatantly neurodivergent positive
not
series.
the
given
movies
fact
with
that-
Alexandra Daddario as the chick, because those were racist.
Yep.
His main character is dyslexic. His dyslexia, of course, is not seen as a bad thing whatsoever, something he's shamed for, but it's actually the thing that allows him to learn the language of the Greek god.
Oh my god, the author Rick Riordan's son is dyslexic and ADHD, which is why these books were initially written with him in mind. Oh my god, yeah, apparently, yeah, guys, remember what... You guys remember when Rick Riordan said on this show that if you have these disabilities, you're probably a demigod? You guys remember that, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I need a reminder of like when things were actually fucking good on this show. Hang on.
What's his face? Jamie Lannister in A
Yeah.
Song of Ice and Fire. He's I almost said autistic. He's dyslexic.
Oh, the actor?
No, like the character.
Oh.
No, like fucking Tywin brings it up whenever he's giving, in the show at least, whenever he's talking to Arya, he's like, he couldn't read the words right, but I sat him down every day and I had him disciplined until he finally was able to read right. He's like, none of our mentors could do it. I don't consider Game of Thrones a show about dyslexic people or even consider it a major characteristic of Jamie, because unlike Otterly Noah here, I'm not a fucking prejudiced motherfucker.
Yeah, hang on, guys. Get a load of this shit.
Dyslexic kid, having his own trouble, but I made it a sign of honor. If you had those conditions, there was a good chance you were a demigod.
Terrible message. I'm dyslexic. I'm going to go jump off this building because I think I can fly. Oh my God. Like, what? You're not a demigod, just to be clear. Oh my God. What a weird thing to say.
Oh my god.
That is wild.
And I like how Evan just slips in. That is wild at the end there. Anyways, let's get back to shit here, boys. Also, you're Flo, do you recognize this song?
I don't hear it.
Is this something to do with New York or Florida?
Wait, hold on.
We are controlling transmission.
No.
You don't recognize it?
Wait.
Glacius' theme from Killer Instinct.
So this guy is using a lot of Killer Instinct. I don't remember the music from Killer Instinct. I don't know why. I remember the music from Eternal Champions, though. I remember every single stage.
Yeah.
gods. It's shown as one of his strengths, in fact, and one of the things that allows him to learn that he's the son of Poseidon. I imagine if you're watching this video, you've probably already read the Percy Jackson books anyway, but if you haven't, I highly recommend them.
Why would you assume that?
Yeah.
They're
I'm
fantastic.
watching the video and I haven't read those.
And I personally think they're timeless as well. I'm also just gonna rattle off a quick series of recommendations here for movies or shows with good autistic coded characters in them, and often protagonists as well in general. If you want good autistic coded characters, definitely check out things like The Colors Within and Lilo and Stitch, Atlantis the Lost Empire, The Bad Batch, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
You know what, Otterly Noah? We will check out The Bad Batch to make fun of it on Phony Filoni Fridays one of these days.
Disclaimer, there are no characters who are explicitly said to be autistic in any of these shows that he's naming. He's just making it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never read a Harry Pothead anything.
Harry Pothead in the Chamber of Cigarettes. Oh, that was the joke we had in middle school.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, When Marnie Was There, Princess Mononoke, Punch Drunk Love, Mulan, Napoleon Dynamite, Amadeus.
Mononoke? Who the fuck is autistic in that?
The fuck?
Here's how stupid he is. I know that movie very well. It's my favorite Ghibli movie. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. I can't even imagine what character he's even thinking is autistic. What? It's just so out of the realm of like normalcy that you just can't even like fathom what he's even talking about.
The Accountant 1 and 2, The Batman, Zodiac.
Okay, that one is explicit. Thank you. Okay,
yeah, finally he got one right. He got one, well, technically two right.
Game, Community, Spy Family, Nathan For You, and plenty more.
Nathan For You. Nathan For You was a show where he went around fucking with people. Right?
Yeah, well, autistic people are known to fuck with people. New York, Florida, man.
Exactly. I can confirm that.
Yeah,
anybody who
like,
fucks with someone is autistic. Duh.
It was like a prank show. Like, what the fuck's that have to do with autism?
Yep. Every prank show is really autistically coded.
So jackass. So damn.
Yeah, Jackass and Punked are autistic shows.
Prank Yankers. That was all those puppets were fucking autistic or crank Yankers.
I knew the Jerky Boys were autistic.
Yep.
Briscoe Community's really underrated show. No, it's perfectly rated, Briscoe. But anyways,
there's a plethora of great content out there that has neurodivergent characters that are portrayed in a much better way than they are in the wizarding world. Funny enough, when I've discussed neurodivergent coded characters before, specifically those from Ghibli movies, one person who got very upset at that was none other than Tactical Templar. For those who may not know who Tactical Templar is,
hang on. Looks like South Park is taking a week break to come up with the next episode. So this week's topic will be another one about neurodivergent characters. Now that I've discussed Disney and South Park's approach to neurodivergent representation, looks like there's another animation studio that's been highly requested for me to cover. Stay tuned. Alright.
The very generic anti-woke slop channel, but became
as if you're one to talk about having a slop channel. No,
the
virginary. Also, at this point,
it can't be a slop channel. He has yellow text. Everybody knows the slop channels have white text and then red underneath it.
Yeah. Also,
very infamous and also very clowned on for this tweet here where he tried to defend marital.
What, dude? Just say rape. Fuck, it's not hard. Hang on, let me look at this. You cannot rape your wife or husband. Consent is implied since you have become one flesh under God.
That sounds like a troll to me. I'm not sure if they even take that seriously.
Yeah, that sounds
like
went
right over his fucking head.
Yeah. You know, I have a feeling that if I complain about how autistic characters are never allowed to be evil or morally gray, no one will call me hateful or bigoted, probably.
Wow, that sure is a big yikes, but he's also been clowned on his takes before for thinking that autistic people don't exist at all.
They are a furry, and they are a neurodivergent as they...
I want to go sub to this guy now.
The problem is, hey, Noah, you're like making this stereotype exist now because you're naming a bunch of people who aren't autistic and saying that they are. That's going to make me think they are imaginary because you're just naming a bunch of ones that don't even exist.
Yeah. Also, Noah calling anyone else a slop channel when he has literally been exposed for plagiarizing others is peak irony. Yeah.
Peak fire.
Hang on, I really want to hear that fucking line from again.
Clowned on his takes
Hang on.
before for thinking that autistic people don't exist at all.
They are a furry, and they are a
They're in the story and they're retarded. Oh my god, that shit's funny as fuck. I guess he's autistic. I don't fucking know. If he is autistic, then like whatever. But if he's not autistic, then why do you care this much, bro?
If he's not autistic, that means he has a lot of terrible stereotypes of autistic people.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Neurodivergent, as they call it. This person is an egotist that makes content about independent content creators and basically is a corpo glazer.
Yes!
You see this. Ashitaka from Princess Mononoke is often cited as neurodivergent. That has literally never happened by anyone who isn't a mentally ill.
Stop censoring him, Noah. Fuck. I thought you guys were anti-censorship. Let him say the slurs. Fuck. If he's not autistic, sure he's obsessed with it. Yeah.
No one has said that Ashitaka is neurodivergent. But get a load of this. They're cited as neurodivergent due to his strong moral code and clarity of purpose, with some fans noting his potential sensory sensitivities. Neurodivergent. Let's see. Autism, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, dyslexia, Tourette's. Neurodivergence is not a diagnosis itself, but rather a way of acknowledging natural variations in brain function. Yeah, buzzword bullshit for it just it's the word
censoring him. He's funny, uncensored, Noah. Come on.
For narcissists, you just don't want to use the word
He's a very funny person, and plenty of people.
He is funny, but not for the reasons you think.
Have had their fair share of dunking on him over the years as well. He's always a very consistent lolcow and fake Christian that always manages to provide something for people to laugh at. Also, he's weirdly obsessed with me as well.
This content creator is named Otterly Noah.
Gee, I wonder why. Well, there you go. There you go, Noah. You have your own arch enemy now. Yeah, censorship is for Nazis. Yeah. Hold on a sec, guys. If Noah leaves the slurs uncensored, his video will be demonetized and he'll lose out on all that sweet, sweet AdSense. Yeah.
They're a furry, and they're a So, ladies and gentlemen, as a content creator, there are many things that you have to get used to.
Oh my god, we got guys, we gotta reach out to this guy. We gotta get him on our show. Yeah. We gotta get him on the show in the Backseat Boys Discord. We gotta get him.
That's funny.
Drop by for a moment to say Ada never really taught Luz much. She figured out how to do magic herself half the show. Oh god, so it's not even what Noah said earlier, where it's like, oh, it's a young character learning from an old character. For fuck's sake.
Comfortable with. Like the reality that if you put an opinion on the internet, there are going to be people that don't like it for one reason or another. And those people are well within their right to make a video criticizing your video. That is the marketplace of ideas. And I'm all for that, and I completely support that. However, one thing that I don't think I will ever get used to is the sort of type of people that you will encounter. This is a YouTube channel.
Oh god, that fucking image of Noah just looks so wrong. What is up with the art here? The fuck? Why are you... Oh my god, you know what Otterly Noah looks like in that fucking picture right there, guys?
He's fat! Called Otterly Noah. This is the avatar. This person uses blue sky. The red flags...
Yeah. Oh, now you definitely know he's a retard if he uses fucking blue sky, yeah.
They are already a building up. Brothers, welcome to the channel. We're gonna look at a bunch of furries that took exception.
A bunch of furries. Oh my god, this guy's great. Oh my god, is he a furry too? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Otterly Noah is a fucking...
What it looks like.
He looks like it. Oh my god.
Into a bit of content that I made. This guy, Otterly Noah, is a furry. Either way, the video is still going back up and the sentiment has not changed. However, we have the perpetual lying from these people on the left, Otterly Noah, who is the furry in question.
Hang on. I wonder why this got deleted. Ah, yes. According to our favorite white knight here, all women must get pregnant, and listening to anything a woman has to say is wrong. Of course, clearly that's how it all works. Why didn't I see it before?
This gay lisping
Gay lisping fuck! Oh my god! Oh my god, this guy right, fucking Tactical Templar is our MVP right here. Hang on, guys. Hang on.
Man.
Our MVP. There we go, folks. Duh! This makes total sense now. Furry detected, opinion rejected, yeah. Templar debated Ant a few months back. Oh shit, did he really? Holy shit. I see.
That they were going to go out and try to make some statement about, oh yes, I can see why it got deleted. It could be 100,000, 1 million Otterly Noahs making videos saying that, no, these women are beautiful, there's nothing to see here. And the reality is that it wouldn't matter because no amount of propaganda in the world is going to compensate for what you're seeing on your screen. Is a video from a content creator named Otterly Noah.
Overall, it's really important to see good, positively portrayed autistic coding in media.
No, it isn't. Shut the fuck up, you retard. Fuck.
General. And even though J.K. Rowling might not be doing that, I'm glad to see a lot of other media doing that instead. It's very important to see positive representation out there, and I'm glad to see a lot of studios and creators taking that on for themselves. But what do you think? Am I wrong? Am I a gay woke furry? Let me know.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Did he make the avatar of Templar fat in his own video? No, I think that's Templar's own avatar right there.
In the comments below. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video or learned something new from it. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a like and also—
I'll give it a dislike. How about that?
Also consider subscribing as well. I make lots of videos like this in general, often talking about film and animation, so if you like this—
what a waste of time right here. How much views does this video get? 46K, that's gotta be botted right there. Ain't no fucking way 46 people watch this piece of shit. Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell.
This video, you're probably like the other videos I've planned as well. You can also join my Discord, which is linked down below to—
I'm gonna raid his fucking Discord one of these fucking days. Wow, that Templar section of the video really had nothing to do with the rest of the video. It had nothing to do with the conversation that wasn't already said. He really was just patting this out for money, yeah. One of the shittier Predator movies has an autistic in it. Go watch that, Noah. Apparently Noah hates that movie, Briscoe.
Hang out with fellow film and animation fans overall. Special thanks to all my patrons and YouTube members who keep me doing what I do here monetarily as well. I appreciate y'all a ton. And I appreciate all of you in general for coming to the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it or learned something new from it. But
we learned absolutely nothing, Noah.
Now, I've been Otterly Noah, and I'll see you on the Otter side. Bye.
Oh my god. No, don't join the Otter side. Join the dark side, y'all. Fuck. That shit sucked. I cannot believe J.K. Rowling has the audacity to claim all autistic people are crazy conspiracy theorists. Oh boy. What should I cover next? Let me know below. Hang on, I got it. You should cover the Backseat Boys. Yeah. Let me see here. I can't really confirm, but apparently the Soul Eater animated manga series is inspired by the first Harry Potter film, by which I mean apparently the creator saw the film in theaters and thought to himself, this magic world sucks, I could do better, and just went and did that. If that's actually true, that's hilarious and amusing to me as someone who grew up with Harry Potter and eventually was an avid fan of Soul Eater for a long while. Not even the otters will not acknowledge Noah. I learned Noah's a fuckball, yeah. All I heard from this entire vid was autistic this and that, and I know
Oh, shit. His name is Noah because Noah saved all the animals. Because he's into animals.
Oh, no. And I know a person who's highly autistic, and he's not this obsessed like this guy.
That's why he's furry.
Yeah.
Makes
J.K.
sense.
Rowling trying not to name an Irish character Car Bomb Potato Famine. Oh, come on. That fucking guy was awesome. Hey, J.K. Rowling, were there any autistic students at Hogwarts? Christian Stimmer, Hufflepuff. Nice. I really like that name. Christian Stimmer. She may be JK, but she is not just kidding. Ba-doom. Speaking as an autistic person, in some ways, I feel like she did stumble backwards into an accurate representation. The way Luna was looked down on even by people who were nice to her was pretty accurate. Also, I have believed some pretty insane paranormal claims in my life. J.K. Rowling trying not to name the Japanese exchange student Hiroshima. Nice. Oh, well, anyways, guys, I'm going to end the stream right here, guys. So if you guys enjoy this stream, please give it a thumbs up, comment below if you subscribe for videos like this. We'll see you guys next time in the backseat. Take care!